Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. It's Dan Who, and I'm also on Twitter these days as well, Dan Who Reviews. Now, I apologize for the tardiness. I'm still all over the place. Brandon's not even here yet. He's trying to secure his pre-orders. I'm not sure what, and my phone's going to be beeping away. But I thought I'd start it anyway, so I'm here on my own for a little bit, which is fine. So I'm going to open the chat up, say hello to everyone. Hopefully everyone's been able to secure their pre-orders. I've only managed to get one pre-order in so far because all the UK sites are just crashing. But there's nothing I don't think I won't be able to get, if you know what I mean. I don't think there's anything out there that's available right now that isn't unreachable. And the screen that I'd usually get Brandon on has just went off because it's been on for so long. So let me try and get that back on. Otherwise Brandon won't be coming on today. So let me just get the chat open while we see what's going on. So who we got here? Say hello, make yourself known. I'll get the shout out started. And yeah, basically I'm a little bit late because I was trying to steal all the pictures so I could actually show the pictures as I'm talking. But because the stream only ended like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, then I'm still like panicking, trying to get stuff sorted. But shout out Phil Jones, Rob's here as well, 2012, Mark Tac, Trevor, thank you very much for joining, much appreciated. As I said, going to be a little bit sloppy at the start here, but I didn't want to just keep everyone waiting. As I said, there's going to be some other live streams tonight. I know the Infinity Equation podcast, I got Bug Nice on, and then after that you got Robo and in Parallel Universe, and I can't compete with that type of star power over here. So I thought let's just get started before I lose out. So first and foremost, because I ain't got Brandon here to check, can everyone see? Can everyone hear me? Is everything good? I'm going to get the chat up and say hello. I need to take a deep breath. I've got my cider, as usual, standard procedure now for a Friday evening. A little bit later than usual. And what's a little bit weird as well is that usually, you know the score, the missus leaves the house so I can scream and shout. She's actually in the other room and she can hear every single word I'm saying, all right? So we're not allowed to bitch about the missus tonight. She can hear me. I'm just making her paranoid. I'm saying this out loud so she's paranoid now about what we're saying. She doesn't watch these live streams. She doesn't have a clue what's going on. Right, back to the chat. So who we said we got? Nevado fan. Shout out to you. As I said, Trevor, Coco, Sonny's here, Andy Davis. Happy days. Right, let me just, as I said, because I'm a bit flustered at the minute here, people, I'd appreciate it if you could give this a little tweet, give this a little Instagram story, spread the love, because I've not had the chance to really tell anyone we're going live. As I said, everyone's panicking about pre-orders and whatnot. So I'd appreciate a little tweet. I always share any Instagram stories, any retweets, all of that good stuff. And we can get started. So I want to talk about everything, but I can't talk about the Star Wars stuff because my missus made me go to McDonald's and get her a box of 20 nuggets. So I never watched the live stream for Star Wars. So you guys could probably inform me what was the most interesting thing of the Star Wars panel. And then obviously I'll get into my bread and butter, which is of course the Marvel stuff, which I do have prepared very hastily, but I did get some pictures prepared. So hopefully my screen will pull them up for me at some point. So let me just test that works while we are here. All right. Image only, right, there we go. Okay, so far so good. I think my images can work. Let me just test it. Let me just test it while you're here. Let me just switch this. Can everybody see Silk? That is my question. Let me know if everyone can see Silk, and I'll feel a little bit more relaxed because then I can skip through my pictures as I usually do. As I do have them in order, ready to go. What we're talking about. So let me pull up the chat, and hopefully the chat will come up on the screen as well. And as I said, super chats, any super chats over £4, I think, or $4, anything over 4, essentially, your super chat will jump up on the screen. It will be read out by a robot, and you will have my full attention. And they are always appreciated, help the channel grow, and all of that good stuff. So let me get the chat back open, and let's see what people are saying. Because as I said, you guys have got to inform me. Okay, the Christmas Star Wars stuff. I always joke, I always joke with Brandon saying that Star Wars collectors will literally buy anything. Now, doesn't this Christmas Star Wars range sort of just prove my point that Star Wars fans will literally buy anything at this point? Put a stormtrooper in a Santa Claus costume and you're buying it, do you know? It's a little bit crazy. There's a stormtrooper in a Christmas jumper. They're a little bit quirky. I guess people could use them as little Christmas decorations, bring them out once a year if they wanted to. I won't be, spoiler alert. But I like how they admitted that even Lucasfilm weren't even happy with the idea. Lucasfilm were even like, not too sure about this. But then Hasbro convinced them very easily by going, money, money, money. And then they, of course, went, okay, why not? Make some colourful stormtroopers. Didn't take them a lot of convincing, did it? Let's be honest. Right, so I'm trying to get some screens open so I can see what's going on with you beautiful people. Let me make sure everything's muted, everything's off. It's a bit weird doing it on my own, I'm not going to lie to you. But we're good, okay. The chat seems to be up, so let me get back to the chat. Let's see what's going on. Does anyone like those Christmas Star Wars? Sorry to start off on a negative. We've got lots of positive to talk about, but it's not really negative. It's just fun. Did you notice as well that they talked about the Hellfire goons and said that the UK sort of got them early? I'm a little bit annoyed they didn't mention me by name. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, people. I did deserve it. I did have Hank the Hellfire goon first. Where is he? I think he's upstairs, to be fair. I've been sneakily putting him into the end of all of my reviews. So if anyone's watched my Strong Guy Build-A-Figure reviews, I had Hank at the end of each one of them. Now, I'm not going to be like Shartimus doing stop motion. I leave that skill set up to him. But I did thought Hank was funny popping in there. Shout out to Marcus. Shout out to Crazy Toon. Right, Rob saying, Hollywood Edition Range Trooper. He looks like Star Wars Santa. This comes from the Dio painted to look like a little reindeer. I like that one. Yeah, I noticed that little droid. The little droids are sweet, to be fair. The little Christmas buddies, if you will. Hang on. Brandon's Instagram video of me. He wants to be on. Hello, hello, mate. I'm sort of live on my YouTube channel right now. What's going on? Say hello, people. Are you not coming to join me? What's going on? I sent you an invite. Are you coming on?
Yeah, I'm on. Look, I'm on. Yeah, look.
Wait, okay. Maybe Brandon's on and I'm completely ignoring him. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered, Brandon, and I'm like running late. All right, one sec.
Did you get all your pre-orders in or what?
No, didn't do no pre-orders. I can't see you, Brandon.
You didn't do any?
I got one. I got the Gamerverse wave. I'm just taking the mick out of the Christmas Stormtroopers at a minute. Right, I'll set start meeting. Okay, maybe it's because I didn't press start on my end. Okay, one person waiting. There he is. Okay, let me hang up. Right, let me bring you in. As I said, a little bit flustered, people. Right, Brandon is here. Right, let me get in. Hang on, Brandon. I can't hear. I think, are you... Let me... Alright, so let me bring in Brandon. So Brandon's there. Let me turn this on. Make sure I can hear you. Alright, I can't hear you, Brandon. Is your mic on your end? Can't hear you, Brandon. People can see you. But they can't hear you. That might be my end. I'll have a look. Nope. Can anyone in the chat hear Brandon, by the way? Brandon's here, but you might not be able to hear him. They missed you, Brandon. They missed you. Hang on, Brandon. Hang on. Need to make sure my mic's on as well. Right, one sec. See, this is what happens when we don't test things first. Alright, Brandon, I don't know. I have no idea why I can't hear you. I can see you. I see your face. I can see your face. I'm like, there you are, but you're gone. So let me close it. I'm going to close it, Brandon, and come in again, alright? Don't know what's going on. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. This is why you test things before you come live, alright? But I didn't want to be too late at the same time. So give us a minute to work this out. And 10 minutes in, and we've not even talked about a Marvel Legend yet. That's not good, is it? That's not good. All right, Brandon was getting his pre-orders. He's going to have to tell us what he was getting in a minute. What was so important to make him late? All right, let's start this again, shall we? Start meeting. There you go. Say something.
Hello.
There you go. Now I can hear you. Beautiful. Right, let me get you back in.
Where did your Gamerverse way from?
Comic and cocktails.
Yeah, honestly, I'm putting it out here right now. Comics and Cocktails had the best website just with this. In Demand was shocking. I wanted to spend all the money on In Demand, but I couldn't.
As I said, I was trying to get pictures for this stream. So I realised the sites were taking ages. And as I said to the chat a minute ago, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to miss out on. Do you know, I think it will still be there in the morning. So, well, knowing my luck, it won't be. But as I said...
Did you get that armour from Mandalorian?
No, I've not got any of the Star Wars stuff. Not got none of the Star Wars stuff.
And that's why I haven't got the Legends yet, because you know what the Star Wars stuff is like.
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff is crazy. That's exactly what I was saying to these people, is that the Star Wars fans are crazy and they will buy anything, even stormtroopers in Christmas jumpers. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I did get
all of them, all set, all 5 of them. Put on your mantelpiece at Christmas.
I got the Christmas clone just because I think it'd be funny. So like every Christmas, we set up the Christmas tree, but then on like the mantelpiece sideboard thing, we set up like a snow scene, and it's usually got like kids on an ice rink and Santa Claus and his little grotto and all this kind of stuff. And so when I saw the Christmas clones, I was like, oh, I will get like 2 to put on like either end of the snow scene that we do every year. But I would never buy those figures like to be.
I think a lot of people are going to get on with the excuse they're going to be Christmas decorations, but they're going to end up staying in the back of the shelf.
Yeah, that's the only reason I got my 2, just because it's funny.
Right, have we got anyone sticking around? Is anyone still watching us? Right, let's get back into this. Right, Brandon's here. I've got a drink.
I mean, that Legends presentation. There is a reason why that team are just the best in the industry.
Yeah, they're fans as well. Where some of the people on the Star Wars, I don't know them, so they could be really passionate, but it doesn't come across as well as it does for the Marvel team. The Marvel team seem more clued in with the fan community than the Star Wars fans, Star Wars side do.
Yeah, I mean, love and respect to Star Wars teams and stuff, but just like Legends is just amazing.
Right, let me go back to the chat. Right, so I'm going to go back to the chat, say hello. So if you want to make yourself known, as I said, say hello in the chat. I'm going to go into give some shout outs, and then we're going to get into the Legends, all right? Brandon, give us a quick rundown of anything Star Wars wise, because I did see a Jar Jar Binks I like the look of. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, mate, pre-ordered that for sure.
Yeah, I need to find that. I do want that.
I love it.
Right, so let me jump in.
And my Falcon now, and then I'll worry about Jocasta.
Right, So shout out to Darth Blade. We got Tom in here as well. We got another Darth Clueless. We got Action Figure Expert, Bullet 74, John Smith, Logan X, Dan's Toys, SN Customs. That's Sam. Thank you very much. Crazy Toon, Sunny, Nightwing X, Stephen, Kevin, Jason. Nice. We've got about 75 people in here, so I appreciate that, people. As I said, everyone's excited to talk toys. New toys just been revealed, and they've revealed quite a lot. They were sneaky, where they give us a couple of figures out of certain waves, but not everything. I have made a list, so I will try and go through things in order. I was trying to take notes like a professional.
I was taking notes.
Like a professional that I am. So I was trying to, like, everything they were saying, I was trying to go, has that figure got extra hands? Has it got extra head? Where's it from? So I've tried to write as much down as I can. The hints were revealed. Those 4 hints that we had a whole episode about, talking what they could be. They were revealed. They weren't what they were what we thought, but not where we thought they'd be. We definitely didn't think they'd be the second Gamerverse wave, that's for sure. And that second Gamerverse wave, even though I'm not massively excited about Gamerverse wave figures, I was like, that's a lack of Gamerverse figures in that wave, apart from repainted figures we've already got. Very strange. I know people are probably going to be disappointed that the team's not finished up with that. But right, so before we do Legends, I'll hand it over to you, Brandon. Anything Star Wars you want to talk about?
Yeah. Star Wars. So just a quick rundown overall for Star Wars. I did write it down. Where did I write it down? not sure where I wrote it down. Okay, going from memory. So they started off, they went prequel trilogy, original trilogy, sequel trilogy. So from the prequel trilogy, we're getting a deluxe Jar Jar Binks. It looks absolutely amazing. I think it's a $27.99 price point, comes out in January. We are then getting the Phase 1 clones, and that is going to be the number 2 in the Attack of the Clones line. That is on the same body as the new Camino clone, just with a Phase 1 helmet. That is coming in Wave 27, which is November. Then got the original trilogy, which was a Boba Fett Deluxe. That is on a brand new body with butterfly joints, completely new retooling, which is a kick in the teeth because I just got 2 of the 40th retro carded Boba Fetts. And then we also got... was there anything else from original trilogy? Not that I can remember. And then sequel trilogy, they showed a dark side Rey from The Rise of Skywalker. Trash. And then they showed us the whole holiday Stormtrooper, Clone Trooper, Sith Trooper lineup. So that has like a bunch of different repaints, basically, which look cool, Christmas decorations, that kind of thing. We then got a look at the new archive line for January, or spring 2021, they're calling it, but probably hit around January, February. That has Commander Cody from the Clone Wars and from Revenge of the Sith. It has Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars Rebels. It has Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, both from Hoth with their big snow jackets, that kind of thing. We also got a new lightsaber, the 3.75-inch Razor Crest, which is the Mandalorian ship, is the new HasLab. They need 9,000 backers by mid-November, I think. What else Star Wars? That's all that's coming to mind. I think that's everything Star Wars.
That was a nice rundown, considering that was off the top of your head. Well done. So, what did you pre-order? What did you pre-order? And the chat can let us know as well, and I'll read some of these out. So, what have you pre-ordered, or what do you plan on pre-ordering so far?
So, I pre-ordered Jar Jar Binks with Star Action figures. I got 3 clones with Star Action figures. What else did I get? I got the Armorer with Collector's Den because it sold out on Comics and Cocktails. In-demand site was not working for love nor money. And Star Action Figures haven't listed the Armorer yet, and that's the exclusive Armorer. So
I literally might try and get it while I'm live. Let me see what's going on.
Go to Collector's Den. Collector's Den was the only place with Armorer left, as far as I saw. Yeah, and the Star Action Figures site is crashed now as well. What else was I going to say? So the Armorer is the exclusive version, same as the exclusive Cad Bane. And
we've already seen a single packed version of that figure, haven't we?
So the thing about Black Series Wave 27 is basically a bunch of repacks of the exclusive figures. So Black Series Wave 27, the rundown is Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Leia Organa from Endor, which is the same as the Endor Heroes of Endor SDCC pack. It also has Cad Bane, which is the same as the European Convention exclusive. It already has the Armorer, which is the Star Wars Celebration Convention exclusive. It has the Hoth Rebel Trooper, which we've seen, I think, twice now, which is the Star Wars Celebration Convention. And then the final figure in that way is, I'm missing one. The Incinerator Trooper, which is from The Mandalorian, the one that sets them all on fire.
I was thinking about. I was considering The Mandalorian only come out last year. I was thinking if I'm going to go Star Wars, then maybe I can hone in on Mandalorian stuff. But that seems like they may start getting crazy as well. Literally.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Mando stuff still to come, I think.
They had a HasLab. They announced a HasLab as well, but it's another vintage.
Vintage collection, and it's Armorer is sold out now on demand.
Razor Crest. It's the Mandalorian vehicle that got very easily took apart and very easily rebuilt during the show. Did anyone think that was too easy to rebuild that spaceship during the actual show?
True. But I'm not backing that HasLab. I'm not a 3.75 collector. But yeah, for me, it was all about Jar Jar Binks. It's amazing. The thing about the Black Series line is that when they want to do a smash.
Oh, Brandon got so angry it crashed on him. That's what happens when Brandon gets passionate. You're back. Yeah,
am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, that's the thing about Black Series. I don't know how much you heard, but I said that's the thing about Black Series is when they want to do a smash hit, they really hit it out the park, right? For example, Jar Jar Binks, amazing unique tooling, amazing accessories, amazing deco. The box looks great. They really know how to use that deluxe line to their advantage. But then you get to other parts of the line, and it is like it can feel lazy. It can feel like it's just endless repaints or endless repacks. So I think what differentiates why are Legends that much better than Black Series at the moment, or why are they just the reigning champ? It's not just because Legends are better than Black Series. So, but
That's facts. That's facts. Everyone in this live chat should agree with that. That's why they're here.
Legends has consistency. Right, let me put it to you like this, right? One of my good friends that I used to work with, pre-apocalypse and the pandemic, I caught up with him over dinner, right? And we were talking, and he was telling me about this new girl he's talking to. And I said to him, what about this other girl he was talking to? And he said, well, look, there was a few girls that I was interested in or that I'd been on a date with and that kind of thing. But I liked this girl the most. And I said, why? Right? He said, one quality made her stand out above everybody else. She had other things that made her better, but there was one thing that really put her above everybody else. Guess what it was?
Massive tits.
No, consistency.
Okay.
Right? And if we apply the same principle to our action figures, the reason why Legends absolutely trumps every single other line, consistency. Because they hit amazing character selections. They hit amazing. Did you notice that Falcon has pinless arms? I screamed.
Yeah, I knew we would see those vulture arms again.
Yeah,
and it
exactly.
seemed obvious to go there, and I'm not mad about it at all because it seems like they were made for Falcon rather than they were vulture.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, does he come with a little red wing? They never mentioned that. I thought they'd mention it if he comes with a red wing, but they haven't showed us the boxes yet. Have they? I think they have. I think actually have got a picture of the boxes. Maybe I need to zoom in and see if there's red.
Yeah.
Does anyone know that?
If we've seen the thing yet, I'm not sure. But just quickly, Mark Tac said Brandon looks like he's a prisoner in someone's basement.
Are you?
No. So just for a public service announcement. So my nan is staying with us at the moment. My darling grandmother. So she stays in the spare room, which is where all my collection is. So she's gone to bed. God bless her soul. So she's resting. So I couldn't go in there to have my collection all behind me. And then my dad and my mum are downstairs. They're watching a movie. I'm not sure what movie, but it's blasting on full volume. So I'm in my bedroom for the first time. The only figures I have on display here is in this wardrobe behind me, but they're all import figures, SH Figure Arts and the like, and Mayfex and stuff.
I've told my missus just to put the TV on because she gets mad at me when I'm playing Warzone downstairs on a different floor. So imagine what she's going to be thinking. I'm sitting in the next room shouting like this, so she's going to hate me tomorrow.
Oh, I got Silk as well. Did you see Silk?
Oh, by the way, let me just clarify. So I've zoomed in on the box. Where's my mouse gone? I've lost my mouse. There it is. So I zoomed in on the Falcon box, and I can confirm no red wing. I've just zoomed in.
Wait. Where's the
red wing?
Show me.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
It's
not a great picture. It's just a blurry picture I've got of the full lot. But it does.
It hasn't come up yet. What hands has he got?
I can't see. Maybe fisted hands by the looks of it. If he's it does look like he comes with flat palm hands there at the top of the box, and then he's got fisted hands on. So it does look like he has the flying hands as well. Just to confirm, right? Let me see.
Yes, this was the panel, man. I was waiting for. We were waiting for.
Of course.
This was the one that they knew would just blow us away.
Right, so let's get into the panel then, and we'll work our way through it. So again, thank you to everyone who's joined us. Yeah, much appreciated. So yeah, as I said, I can't really contribute much to the Star Wars stuff, so I didn't watch it, and I won't know as detailed as Brandon. But I can talk about Legends, so let's get straight into it. So you've mentioned it already. So this isn't a brand new reveal, but it has gone up for pre-order today, and it is, of course, Silk. So this was the fan vote winner. She won by a landslide. It wasn't even a competition. I don't think this is a must if you already have the previous Silk, even though I do think this is a slight upgrade, but only a slight upgrade. It's just, again, it's a Spider-Man character. You can't beat Spider-Man characters when it comes to votes and stuff like that. Spider-Man and X-Men always win. And I think Silk was a very easy guess for the winner. But is this you going to be buying this one? I assume so.
I've already pre-ordered Silk with In-Demand Toys.
Yeah, I need to go and find her.
On its way.
I might do that while I'm talking to you guys because I do want another Silk. As I said, it's a slight upgrade. So as I said, chat, let me know if, as we talk through these, are you going to be buying them, copying them, or missing them? What are you thinking? Let me know, and I'll try and read out a few as we go through. Hit or miss. Yeah, hit or miss. Sunny's reminded me. Hit and miss. So hit or miss for the Silk.
I think Silk is a massive. I think the two heads are great. I have the original version. I love that character. I think this deco is a really nice repaint of her. I think what I will now do is I have two different Spidey shelves. I have like my Spider-Verse shelf and then like my animated Spider shelf. So I think that the more classic looking Silk, not classic, but the more, the less modern looking Silk, I think will go to the animated side, and then my Spider-Verse Silk will stay with my Spider-Verse stuff. But I love this character, one of my favorite Spider-Women. It was an absolute must get for me. And I love that box design, man. The red and the black. I think you can see Spidey on the corners. Really nice.
So if my eyes are all over the place, by the way, it's because I'm watching the stream. I'm trying to flip pictures and I'm trying to pre-order stuff. So I'm like, yes, I told you I need an assistant, but Hank's upstairs.
Where's the missus? Get her on the pre-order.
No way. She thinks everything costs a £5. She has no clue. No, she does really. I'm pre-ordering this £5 Silk figure right now.
Yeah.
Remember, she can hit everything we're saying, people. All right, so everyone, we're all in on this together. £5 Marvel Legends, all right? £5 Marvel Legends. Right. So, that's Silk. That's Silk. So that's one. So, what are the fans say? What people saying? Hit and miss. Hit and miss.
We've got a couple of misses though as well.
If you've already got the other one, I understand that as a miss.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if you've got Silk already, then I get why you'd be skipping it. I don't know if it's on the same body mold as before. I would love to see it on an update.
It's exactly the same body mold. Exactly the same. It's just a repaint. It's just a repaint.
Yeah, that makes sense because it means that they could get it out sooner. But I love that repaint. I love the repaint. I love the accessories. I think, it has everything we could want. Absolutely.
So Phil's saying he's pre-ordering Silk on In-Demand. I'm trying to do that right now, Phil. I'm on In-Demand, but it's a bit slow. It looks like In-Demand have it in stock. Their pictures actually in stock.
Yeah. That's why I went straight to them, went out to Basket and
so that's what I'm going to be doing.
Right, I've just got my Kang and my what's it called? Falcon.
All right. So Tyrone saying just got it. Crazy Toon says a pass for me. Bullet 74 saying hit. Sunny saying miss. Trevor saying he's skipping Silk. Something else that saved the city says hit. Cap lives says hit. Kevin said he's copping Falcon. We'll get there, Kevin. We'll get there. Jason says Silk is going to be a hit for him. Action figure expert saying people going to get them all. Mother Legends, hit for House Spawn Hulk. Phil, as I said, he's doing the same as me. So a lot of hits. Pedro right at the end there saying Hilt. Rob saying they get hit Silk eventually. Right, so what is next? So again, I'm going to do this in order. So the only thing so the next official reveal that they had, let me find my mouse, is
the Hellfire God.
It was the Hellfire God, but we're going to skip him because we already reviewed him on this channel. And
we got a nice shout out as well. Did you see? Dan gave us a nice shout out.
Yeah, he said the UK fans. I would appreciate if you went subscribe to Dan Who Reviews. I would appreciate that if a little bit more. Well, there was 7,000 odd people watching the stream, but it's all good. It's all good. As I said, people, if they know, they know, they know. But right,
Dan, if he's watching,
So shout out to we do appreciate it, Dan. We do appreciate. We know you notice us and we love it. But yes, we've already got Hank. As I said, Hank the Hellfire Goon is in my hands. You can officially. He's officially. The embargo. Phil told me the embargo drops tomorrow, so
he's up on Star Action Figures.
Yeah, there you go. So you can buy him right now.
He's up on Star Action Figures $14.99. He's on Comics and Cocktails $17.99 or something like that, or $18.99. And then he's a little bit. I think he's somewhere in between with In Demand as well.
Comic and Cocktails usually do that multi-buy offer. If you buy 3, you get them for 15. So, but I just think I got it was $16.99 when I bought it in Forbidden Planet. So I guess as long as they hit a certain threshold, it depends on how many they order, they maybe have to fluctuate. But we're not talking about Hank. We already know about the Hellfire Goon, so we're skipping that one. We're going straight into the first reveal. Okay, so we're getting into it now, people.
Absolutely.
second Gamerverse wave, and the first one they revealed was a surprise to me. It was just a simple repaint of the Captain America, but in the black suit. So
Yeah.
I have not played the Avengers game yet. I will eventually get there, probably at Christmas time. I'll buy it, treat myself, but I don't want to get it now because it will take too much time away from me, and I already spend too much time playing Warzone as it is. So I'm avoiding the Avengers game currently, but I will get it. So I'm assuming this is a separate skin in the game. I'm assuming it's just the normal figure we've got now, repainted black and white. Does this interest you at all, Brandon?
Yes and no. Yes, enough to say I really like it. It's cool, but not enough to buy it because of everything else that's coming out. I really like the unmasked head. I think that's quite cool. And I do like the deco. Unparalleled Universe is in the chat.
Unparalleled. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the
He
stream.
goes, yo, 120 in the chat. Good shit, guys. We've got 129 of us here.
That's beautiful. That's a record. We just broke a record live in the chat. I
record.
appreciate that.
Broke a record,
Broke a record. Well done. That was
amazing. But yeah, I mean, I didn't pick up the first Gamerverse cap again simply because other priorities with Hasbro owning our wallet. But I do like the stealth version. I think it is a worthy repaint, and I think that the unmasked head is a nice addition to make you want to buy it.
So there it is. So this figure's not bad. It's just that I have no attraction to it yet at all. But it is a nice, unique design, and once it's on the shelf, it's obviously for the Gamerverse. So it's basically going to be this figure in black, but with a new head sculpt.
Yeah.
And I do like the head sculpt, but I wasn't massively excited. But they're clever. Hasbro, the team Hasbro, we say it every single week, it's the toy business. And they've packed the Gamerverse figures into a wave with a Build-A-Figure we're going to want. Even though technically, I guess the Build-A-Figure is Gamerverse, but we can ignore that fact and use it in our displays anyway. But moving on to the next one is the next Gamerverse. And again, it's another repaint, which was out of nowhere, but I'm a sucker for Iron Man armors with my Hall of Armor, so I'm going to end up getting it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that once I saw this, I thought, oh man, do I want to? It made me want to backtrack and get the Star Boost armor or Starburst armor.
Starburst, yeah, definitely Starburst armor, right?
Or backtrack and get the Gamerverse armor, simply because like I thought, oh yeah, comic armors, this is gonna look sick. Gamerverse armors, whichever. But I don't know, man. Like, there's just so much coming out. But I think I think the new photoreal deco on the heads as Laura, I think it was that her name, Laura?
Yeah, Laura, yeah.
Laura headed. I think she heads up the photoreal for the design team. I mean, I really like that they're bringing the photoreal to the Gamerverse line as well as the MCU line. So yeah, I think it's a nice looking armor. And I think if you want to build out the comic armors, then this is a good place to go.
When it comes to Iron Man, I do think it doesn't matter where it comes from within the universe of Marvel, whether it's MCU, comic, Gamerverse, wherever, you can sort of fudge them into a Hall of Armor display. You can just have them in the back, standing solitary, and they don't all have to be in sync. So this is like just a blue armor. I think it's a complete repaint of the Star Boost armor, like you said. Yeah. But it's blue, so it's different for me. So, like as I said, I'm a sucker for Iron Man armors anyway, so I'd be buying it just to put in my amalgamation, if you will, of all my Iron Man in my Hall of Armor. But again, I do appreciate the unmasked Tony Stark head. I think that's probably the one thing I like about these two re-releases is at least we're getting something different, maybe.
Yeah, and that's the thing for me is I'm a sucker for unmasked heads. Hasbro know that I will buy figures just for the unmasked head.
I just like the display option. I always do. But as I said, I'm trying to cling on to the positives here because these two first reveals didn't excite me massively. And a few people in the chat are saying exactly the same. Like when they mentioned Gamerverse Wave 2, I did expect Thor, Black Widow, Hulk. I thought we'd get the round out of that team that are on the front of the bloody box art for the game, but that didn't happen. So these two repaints, they shouldn't have surprised me. Let's be honest, it's Hasbro. We know how they play the game by now. But again, like you said, it didn't knock our socks off. So the first set of reveals, this is when they started to answer those questions. So the tease was, this was a Marvel Legend made pre-2004 or made in the Toy Biz era.
Made in Toy Biz era,
yeah. So the first tease was this made in the Toy Biz era. And we did mention, a lot of people guess this. Rob Pollock as well noticed that on Pixel Dan's live stream where he had an interview with the Marvel team. Ryan Tang actually had the Toy Biz Falcon figure on his shelf behind him. And Ryan's clever, like he knows what he's doing. He put stuff behind him to tease. And then here we go today. It was revealed that we're getting the classic looking Falcon. So I'll put it on the screen now for the people to see, but I'm sure you've all seen it already.
And listen, right, two of my favorite Marvel superheroes of all time is this guy and Falcon. And anytime you and I have spoken about Legends this year, you know I've said I would like a deluxe Falcon or just a comic Falcon, period. Because I want to have a display with War Machine and Falcon back to back, tearing up. And oh man, it is so needed.
Yeah,
it is so needed.
Sam Wilson, classic Sam Wilson, to go with our recent classic. We've got plenty of classic looking Captain Americas now. And as I said, Iron Man's got his best mate with Rhodey in War Machine. Cap needed his best mate. Sam Wilson now, and you can see in the promo image now that it actually has the open flat palm and a fist in that picture. So we know we're going to get both sets of those hands, and they are the same wings that we got with that Ultimate Vulture figure in that Spider-Man 2-pack, and which ain't bad at all. To be fair, they do stick in the arms decent. And as I said, if they're pinless as well, then you know that, like, I don't know, it's like the plastic's like a higher quality or more sturdy or something, isn't it?
It is, and that's what I'm really happy about, is that, and this is the thing, you know, this team are constantly pushing these figures forward and really driving the innovation on. And I mean, I'm really happy that if we were going to get, you know, a new Rhodey, a definitive Rhodey, if we were going to get a new definitive Sam Wilson, we're getting them right now with that kind of tech to them.
I think the figure looks great. Look forward to getting it. But like I said, one disappointment. It doesn't come with red wing. What's going on? The old Toby's version did. But we can forgive that. We can forgive that.
Yeah, this is why we were thinking it would be a deluxe release. Because you'd have the wings. We were thinking that you'd have the face sculpt with the mask.
Yeah,
and
without
the mask and like a hood, kind of a cowl kind of coming off. Red wing, multiple hands, the fists, the open palm hands. That I'm really happy about.
Yeah, I'll take it. The looks would have been great, but I'll take it as it is. So
yeah, absolutely.
The next tease was, it has been in the Hasbro era, but pre-2004. So this one is another figure that I wanted, and someone that we have speculated is going to play a big part in the MCU moving forward. Maybe the next big bad. Brandon said it a few times, that may be the main protagonist of the upcoming Loki series, since it's all time relevant. But it is, of course, Kang the Conqueror in a whole new sculpt. Everything about this figure is apparently new.
Got the money in the bank.
So before you say anything, Brandon, just want to say,
there
you go. Super chat.
£99 through Super Chat. Legends and Black Series do need massive titties going forward.
So thank you very much to Mark Tac. Let me just switch the screen back. So I didn't even know if anyone heard my big TikTok comment. It was just a slight crude joke, as we are on after dark now. It's past 10 o'clock at night. I think we're allowed to be a little bit rude. It's after Dan Who Live After Dark, co-host Brandon. Yeah, so thanks to Mark Statzak Super Chat. I appreciate that, my friend. As I said, any Super Chats over £4 or $4, the robot, our assistant Friday, will read them out to you. And I just think he wanted to hear the robot say massive titties. But he managed to do it. It says Legends and Back Series do need massive titties going forward. My missus is probably listening in going, what the hell are these guys on about? Yeah, I don't blame her. Right, so as I said, back to Kang. I appreciate that, Mark. I appreciate that, and we agree. Back to Kang. So what are you thinking of Kang, Brandon?
Listen, this is one of my favorite Marvel villains ever. I love this character. I adored the previous Hasbro version. I owned it up until about spring this year, and then I sold it for about £30 because I could feel like it was coming. You know, I could feel like we were on the verge of maybe getting this figure. And I'm so glad that I sold the old one, because this one completely blows it out the water. Pinless arms, all new sculpt. And, you know, I loved the first Gamer Wave because we had definitive versions of the leader and of Captain Marvel. or Marvel, and these were characters that I really, I adore these characters, wanted definitive versions of them, and Hasbro just smashed out of the park with Gamerverse Wave 2 to get me 2 new definitive versions of 2 other characters I actually adore. So yeah, I think it's very well done.
Yeah, so far, these 2 comic characters are 2 comic characters that I wanted updates of 100% in my new Hasbro era collection. The Hasbro era figures, just no comparison compared to the Toy Biz. I think Kang is one of those rare ones that probably could have still been in quite a lot of people's displays because he still holds up a little bit. Maybe the articulation doesn't, but definitely the just overall look of him on your shelf, he doesn't stand out too bad. So I think he's someone who's held up quite well in the Toy Biz era, but it is time for an upgrade, and at least I've spent the time with the new sculpting and stuff like that.
And can we just take a moment, like I'm looking at the stream and the pictures just come back up, to just really appreciate the sculpting on this guy. Look at the wrinkles on the torso.
It's like he's wearing a curtain.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But and then the face sculpt, the eyes, the attention to detail on the face with the bits coming down his cheeks, the bit around his neck, just solid. Okay, what's next?
Yeah, I'll zoom into the boxes when we get to the end to see if we can find any cheeky accessories. But so the next tease was it was made in the Marvel Legends 3 and 3/4 inch figures, but not in the 6-inch versions. So this time is a figure that I don't even think I guessed. I think it was maybe on a list that I read out, but it was not something I thought would actually happen. But I'm not complaining. It's a new character to the shelf, and it is Thunderstrike. So where's Rob Pollock? Because he's going to have to tell me all about this guy. So this is a version of 4, I believe. If anyone knows the story about it. Like, I think his name's Mark something or other, and it's a version of 4. Obviously, he's holding Mjolnir, so I think that is the actual Thor's hammer. But someone's going to have to explain to me about Thunderstrike. Looks like a cool figure. Looks like an angry guy. But I don't have... there you go. Eric Masterson, Kevin's just said. So even in parallels teaching us. And I like learning new things. So I've not read anything with Eric Masterson in it. I am a complete... As I said, he's one of those that just fell through the cracks. Don't really know anything about him. And the stream went on way too quick for me to even do any research and pretend I know about him. So straight up, I have no clue. But Brandon, you said you're the expert, right?
On Eric Masterson, I got no idea who this guy is.
Yeah.
This to me is like the Mark 1 of the first Gamer Wave. It was like a couple of Gamerverse figures, a couple of figures I really wanted and loved, and then a couple of figures that I'm like, I have no idea who you are.
I always enjoy adding new character to the shelf. As I said, it makes me go and do my research. I will find them a place on the display, not a problem. So I have no complaints about it at all. But when the tease was, it was in 3 3/4 inches, but it was going to be into 6-inch form, I was secretly hoping for an armored Iron Man. But as soon as I knew these teasers were coming in the Gamerverse wave, I knew that wasn't the case. But again, it's a new character. I'll take it. So what are the chat saying? Is it Eric Master
chat? You know,
that's a new record. We just broke a record right on the stream again.
Yeah,
broken stream. So yeah, I do. While everyone's here, while we've got people's attention, make sure you subscribe to the channel first and foremost. Appreciate that. And as I said, share it, tweet about it, put it on Instagram. Let's spread the love. People were just here on a Friday evening talking toys. Lots of stuff just revealed. Yeah, so we're just gonna. If anyone's like me, they sit and watch the stream at home on their own. They get excited about stuff, but they have nobody in their household that shares their enthusiasm. If I ran into the missus and went, "We're getting a Stilt-Man," she'd just go. She'll probably throw the remote at me and tell me to get out of the room. So it's good to be able to jump on and just chat some nonsense with you guys. So I do appreciate everyone in the chat being here. So yeah, thank you for joining. So if we hit 150, that's another new record broken today.
Yeah,
so,
we just hit 148. We just hit 148.
Oh, there you go. So if we hit 150, then I might.
Because just think about it.
Go and get some shots. No, I'm joking.
Just think about it. You and me just sat here chilling, talking figures, and we got 150 of
Marvel Legends fans. Marvel Legends fans. Yeah.
To put it just like how Dwight and Ryan put it, we have 150 like-minded weirdos sat here talking figs with us, and honestly, it means the world to both of us that you guys are here. Oh, we're at 150. Look at that.
Do you know what that means? That means I have to turn the stream the lights on. I'm gonna have a party about it.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, the last one won't go. There you go. 150. Hey.
Money in the bank. Got money in the bank.
Unparalleled universe.
Oh, super chat.
$5 through
Super chat. Good job, guys. I'm watching while driving.
Shush, shush.
I'm watching while driving.
The robot says it, remember? We've got an assistant called Friday that says it for us live. You just can't hear her because she's not that good of an assistant, to be fair. We need to sort that problem out. I think now we've got to 150 viewers, we need to sort that issue out and get you here in the super chats. But Unparalleled Universe, my friend, thank you very much. Much appreciated. As I said, all of these live streams are sponsored by Unparalleled, as we are just imitation of the highest form of flattery. But he's going to blow our numbers out the water anyway. He's on later with Robo, so... yeah, so we're in the minor leagues, but we appreciate it.
And same thing the equation, guys. They got Booger on as well.
Exactly. No, yeah, I know. And it's just you and me. Damn. I didn't have any A-list guests to bring in from the community. But no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm jealous. But no, I appreciate that. Right, moving on. So, Thunderstrike, as you can tell, our knowledge is just too much to share in this one stream. We're going to have to save that for a whole separate stream. Next week's main topic is going to be Eric Masterson Thunderstrike. How about this one, Brandon? Tell me about Ultron's robot girlfriend. Maybe this is my assistant the whole time.
That's the thing. I mean, so I know of this character. I can't...
Jocasta, is that how you say her name?
I think I know she's Ultron related.
So Hank Pym. So Ultron told Hank Pym to make her. Ultron wanted a girlfriend, so Hank Pym made her for Ultron. So it's Ultron's girlfriend essentially. So she's just another AI. She's another robot. So I don't really know how she died or if she died or what's going on now, but I know Hank Pym made her for Ultron. Jocasta is her name. I think I'm saying that right as well.
Yeah, I thought it was Ultron's girlfriend, but I can't remember the backstory behind it.
Well, I just think everyone gets confused because everyone's in this new MCU era. People assume that Tony Stark, well, as I said, newer fans assume Tony, but everyone, as I said, the majority of us really know that the comics happened a long time ago. Hank Pym was the guy who made Ultron, and Hank Pym made Jocasta as well. And she looks good. The tease for this was a Marvel Legends figure that had never been made before in figure form. So our guesses were it was going to be Frogman from that rumored list that Rectangular was talking about. But Jocasta, I don't think I'd seen anybody. I don't think I'd seen one person guess this. And they did tease. Well, they posted that picture of the 50 states, and she was in that. And they posted this. They posted that a few weeks ago. But there were so many characters in that they hadn't made in figure form. It would have been hard to guess. But what are people saying for Jocasta? Is it a hit or a miss? I'm really curious to hear people's thoughts on this one.
This is a hit for me. Is that the Moonstone body mold? I can't tell.
I can't. I could try and zoom in and see if anyone in the comments can let us know. I don't think it is. I think it's new.
Yeah, it might not be.
I think
it might
new.
just be my wish.
This zoom in is for Mark Tac. All right, that's for your super chat, Mark. All right, I know what content you want on this channel, Mark Tac. There you go. Right. So, right. So that's Jocasta.
Yeah, this is a hit though for me as well.
Oh, it's a hit for me. Let me go back to the chat and read some people out.
The funniest thing, we're not even through the first wave that they showed, and there's still so much more to go through.
Yeah, it's all good. That's fine. That's good. That's good.
It was like bang, bang, boom, pow. It was great.
Right, so we're getting a lot of hits for Jocasta.
Jay Darko custom, she got the booty.
I don't want to distract him parallel while he's driving. I don't want to be looking distracted by robot breasts and crashing into a car on the highway or something. But yeah, so a lot of people are saying hit for Jocasta. I think people always appreciate getting new characters added to their shelf. People complain a lot about repaints or redos, so you've got to show some love when it is a brand new character. And yeah, she can go next to Ultron. But there's been a few versions of Ultron.
Sure. Well, the new Ultron. Oh, let me come back to that actually.
Okay,
I just had a thought.
I'm trying to think what the next one on my list is. Okay, so let's get into the Builder-Figure, and then we can go back and read the chat. So, the Builder-Figure is technically a Gamerverse wave. They even said it themselves that Square Enix sent over the artwork. Now, I said this in one of my streams. Maybe it wasn't a stream. Maybe it was one of my mailboxing videos or something. I actually took a screenshot of this exact suit and said, if Hasbro are going to do a Hulk in any version, give us this. And they did, so I'm going to call it that I predicted this, all right, people? But it's It's Hulk, but AKA Joe Fixit, of course. So this is a Gamerverse figure, but let's be honest, everyone can put this in their comics displays. He looks exactly the same as he would in the comics. He's wearing a suit with his little hat. I think I can bring those style hats back. I might actually try it. Let me see what pictures I've got. I think I've got 2 pictures of him. So I think a lot of people are going to say hit for this one. I don't think there's any interchangeable hands or heads. It's just what you see is what you get. But Joe Fixit can easily fit into.
But I mean, this is amazing reuse for a great, unique, popular character.
Yeah, as I said, I think this is one people are going to be excited about. So, as they said, it reuses parts of the Kingpin body, so people sort of know what scale it's going to be. But I do think it's a character people probably thought Hasbro wouldn't give us for a while. Definitely not in a Gamerverse wave, but I think people are going to be happy with it all the same. So yeah, let's see. So now we've went through the whole wave. Let's say Gamerverse wave as a whole. Let us know. Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Just everybody, if you're watching, we've got, as I said, we've got 150 people watching. We broke a record here today, people, and we appreciate it. So while everyone's here, light up the chat with hit or miss. Is the Gamerverse? Let's pretend you have the money. Let's say you've got the money in your hand right now. Are you spending it on this Gamerverse wave? Hit or a miss for the Joe Fixit Gamerverse wave. With all these 4 comic characters. So as I said, we've got Stealth Suit Captain America Gamerverse. We've got the Blue Atmosphere Iron Man Gamerverse. We've got classic Falcon. We've got classic comic redo of Kang in all new mold. We got the famous Thunderstrike that we're learning about today. Jocasta, Ultron's girlfriend, let's just say. And then the builder figure is Joe Fixit. What are we saying, hit or a miss? And I'll go and read some out now. So I'll start at the top that I can see. So, right, I'm gonna start with
because I don't want to get the whole wave, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense to get the whole wave.
Yeah, sorry, Brandon. I should start with you before I go to the chat. Are you a hit or a miss? Are you a fan of these?
I mean, I've already ordered Kang and I've already ordered Falcon because I have to.
By the way, Falcon doesn't come with a build-a-figure piece.
Okay, fine.
So if that sways your decision at all,
yeah,
sometimes when you do get a piece, it's tempted to get the rest.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
The thing is that I would like the Joe Fixit bath just because it would be a cool, unique addition to the shelf, but it's not needed. And where there is so much good, amazing product coming out, not just from Legends but from Black Series and Lightning and blah blah blah, I'm struggling to pick and choose. So I think on that basis of I'm only going for the top things I really, really would love to get, I'm going to say as a whole, the wave is definitely a hit, but I won't be getting every figure.
All right, I'm going to try and go through some of these real quick, so I apologize if I miss it. But we'll start at the Hammer. Hammer Breaker says hit. Sonny says miss. Mm-hmm. Logan X Dan said if he came with a Bruce Banner fig, it would have been a hit, but it's a miss for me. Yeah, Bruce Banner would have been nice. Steven says, he doesn't say hit or miss. He just says, Jamie says hit. Gambit says miss. J Darko Custom said could be spare arms and parts, rip them up for battle damage, swap out options. Phil Jones says hit, great builder figure, plus excited for Kang and Falcon. Bullet 74 says hit. Derek says miss. SN Custom says miss. Chris Doherty says hit. Shalon says miss. Pedro says hit. Sunny says he only wants the 2 figs. Matt says hit. Pharaoh Fett says hit everything but the video game figs. Toontown Productions says you're right. The Joe Fixit isn't great. Easy pass now. I don't need it. Maybe the Falcon LP says. Thor 2012 says hit. Kevin says Falcon, Jocasta, Thunderstrike, Fixit, Build-A-Figure, all hits. So looking good. So it seems like a positive thing, positive outcome for the wave, considering it's a Gamerverse wave. As I said, they're sneaky. Hasbro know what they're doing. They're shoving a lot of comic characters or intriguing comic characters that they know people want, and we'll get it. So I think I've got a picture of the full wave lineup that's from the stream. So there you can see them all in their boxes. I always like seeing boxed pictures. You know they're not far away. We'll probably end up someone. Either wherever probably has these already on his review table, reviewing them right now. So you know they're not far away at all.
He was featured on the thing as well, you know.
Yeah, I see. So these are blurry pictures. I'm sure the promo pictures will probably be out in the next hour. But as I said, I grabbed these pictures as soon as the stream ended. So you can see Cap there's with his two heads.
Wow.
So Cap comes out of his two heads. Captain America comes with two heads. Iron Man comes with two heads. Let me scroll down. So as you can see, Falcon doesn't come with any Build-A-Figure pieces, but he comes with two sets of hands, fisted and flat palms. Kang, I don't know if that is that weapons. He comes with definitely maybe a couple of set of hands.
Yeah, it looks like a blaster.
Whoops, I nearly deleted that. It looks like a gun of some sort. Maybe that's Joe Fixit. Maybe it's Kang's. I'm not too sure, but definitely some interchangeable hands. There's the Joe Fixit head with Thunderstrike, and Thunderstrike also comes with another hand and a Mjolnir. Yeah. And then you can see Jocasta with two interchangeable hands and obviously the big body for Joe Fixit. So they're the boxes. I always like seeing promo images. As I said, you know they're not far away. You know the wave's not far and you see the promo images. And I'm sure better pictures will come out later. So as I said, this stream was straight after them. So these are all these pictures are just stolen straight from the stream. So after this, so I haven't pulled up any pictures of these, but I just want to have a quick vibe with people about these Marvel Legends retro figures. So they announced these a day or so ago, and Pixel Dan did it. I did lean into it when Dan says that some Dan in the community is going to be revealing something or other. I sort of just posted some. We back, people. Let me know if we're back because it disappeared for a minute. So if I'm back, someone write back in the comments. We lost Brandon. I think my internet disconnected. I think my missus was so annoyed with me talking loud. She's ran downstairs and unplugged the modem. I'm not too sure. Okay, Andy Davis says we're back. I appreciate that. Okay, we're back. We've lost Brandon though, unfortunately. So I need to go and try and find him. So give me 1 second. As I said, I don't have any glamorous assistance, unfortunately. So I have to figure this out myself. That's disappointing that the internet cuts out on me like that though. But I appreciate you sticking around. Right, let's try and find Brandon, shall we? He's lost in the Matrix. Hopefully he'll be back in a second. But okay, back. A lot of people saying back. Good. I'm glad because I didn't want the stream to cut out and then we had to do that again. That would have been very frustrating. Okay, start meeting. I'm getting back in. Let's see if we can find Brandon.
Oh, am I back?
You're back, Brandon. Let me kick that guy out. There we go. Right, you're back. Right, I don't know. Basically, my internet killed off. I reckon my girlfriend's trying to sabotage me from the other room. I'm not too sure. But we're back. We're good. So, go on.
Just quickly, I don't know what we're talking about now, but someone in the chat. Oh, Phil Jones said Amazon UK has clear pics up of this wave. So while it crashed and then I was trying to get it to reconnect, I completely forgot it was reconnecting. Because look, they have. Amazon UK has clear pictures of everything.
Beautiful. They put them up too slow because I never found any clear pictures. All I got was blurry stuff.
Falcon comes with with a Build-A-Figure piece, but it is underneath. It's hidden behind his name at the bottom.
Oh, sneaky. Okay. So what piece does he come with? A leg or something?
No, an arm.
I know. Okay, sneaky.
What looks like the left arm. He's got open palm hands, fisted hands, and Kang has a pair of fists, a pair of open hands, and one single trigger finger hand for what is a blaster, which looks absolutely amazing.
Okay, so it is a weapon that we did see. Beautiful. Yeah. So I'll have a look at them once we're finished.
So Kang and Falcon come with the arms. Jocasta comes with the body. Thunderstrike comes with the head. And then Cap and Tony come with the legs. I really think I'm going to end up getting this whole wave. But I think what I'll do is I'll wait for Cap and Tony to go on sale at Smith's.
Oh, as in, do you reckon this wave will be at Smith's?
I reckon, same as Gamerverse.
Okay. Well, it depends how well that one sold, you see. You never know. You don't know if that one you don't know if that one put them off. And as I said, Joe Fixit, I think, is a more desirable Build-A-Figure than the Abomination. I do think the people, as I said, more average comic fans are going to be wanting this wave just for Joe Fixit rather than they did the Abomination previously. Yeah. But we shall see. Right, so before we got cut off by my internet connection or someone sabotaged this, I'm not too sure what happened. I just wanted to get people's vibe on the 3 3/4 that they're releasing. So these retro figures, sort of like the Super 7 reaction figures, it seems that they're exactly those type of figures, just packaged. So I think it's just something I need to stay away from. I like the idea, I like the concept, but I think if I brought these, they'd just be in a box sitting in my attic and I wouldn't do anything with them. And I don't want to do that. I've tried to have the mentality, anything I buy is going to be on my display somewhere at some point. So yeah, what are you laughing at? Are you thinking the same?
Phil Jones said in the chat, bet Brandon's parents are watching Ghostbusters. I'm sorry, but that's so funny.
We were actually talking about you on Twitter when we didn't tag you or anything, but we were talking about you because someone was mentioning Ghostbusters and we were like, but I know someone who's not seen that, and then I got replies going, Brandon. Yeah, by the way, everyone, all the new people that are here, Brandon's never seen Ghostbusters. Yeah. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, and we're 7 streams in, and I've still not gone and watched it. Just my 2 pence on the retro things. Quick.
Yes.
I think the packaging looks amazing. I think the Kenner on the box looks really good. I think Laura did an amazing job with the deco on those figures. Personally, I'm not 3.75 inch, so therefore I won't be getting them. But I agree that if I was to get them, I'm in the same place as you. They would just collect dust in the loft somewhere. But I think if you're a 3.75 inch collector, then that is amazing.
Yeah, so I do think there's going to be a lot of people that want these. But super chat. Let's super chat. Hear the robot.
Mark Tac donated £4.99 through super chat. Jocasta's milkshade brings all the toys to the yard.
So you got the robot to say Jocasta's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. No, to the toys to the yard. All the toys to the yard. We appreciate that, Mark. Thank you very much. As I said,
I've never seen Ghostbusters, you know.
Later, what? Ryan, I'm disappointed.
I'm just going to go and get some chocolate because I'm a bit snackish.
All right, that's fine.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Not a problem. I can switch to me in the chat. We're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'll switch to me in the chat. So if you if you're chatting away now, you're going to pop up on screen. You'll be. The chat's gone a bit crazy there on the stream, but yeah, Ryan, I'm disappointed. You've never seen Ghostbusters either. So while Ryan's there, and while we've got people here, as I said, super chats over £4 or $4 the robot will speak for you. The robot, our Friday assistant, or even Jocasta herself will read it out for you. So we do appreciate the super chats of over £4 or $4. All support to help the channel grow. So right, so as I said, I'm going to bring up the chat and talk to you guys for a second about this 3 3/4 inch. I need to know, hit or miss. Are you guys interested in this 3 3/4 inch wave? Because, as I said, the collector in me likes the concept. It really does. And the figures look clean. The packaging look great. Really collector friendly. I could see these on a wall display. But do I need them? I don't know. It's always that dilemma. Rectangle is in the room. It says, yo, yo, yo. Right, so hip-hop. Radio, live, hip-hop music. Are you excited for more G.I. Joe Classifieds waves? I am, my friend, but the reveals will come tomorrow for them. Today, we're focusing in on the legends. A lot of excitement so far that I can see in the chat for these retro figures, unless the chat's delayed and I've missed it. Articulated Heroine says, apart from the Spider-Man set, the pairings are strange. Yes, they've admitted that the pairings are strange themselves, I think. I think that's just the actual creators, their own pairings. I think one of the guys in that Pixel Dan live stream said that he always wanted to see Iron Man and Cyclops together. So I guess if you create the product, you can make those match team ups yourself. So I guess those two are just fan casting.
What you said, the Cap and Black Panther 2-pack is pretty cool.
Yeah, so as I said, I like the look of them. As I said, they're aimed at the collector market. So I like the idea, I like the concept, but I just don't think it's another rabbit hole I want to get in. When new lines are released, I do like getting them, just to try them out, just to see what they're like in hand. So I might buy one of the 2-packs. I actually, out of all of them, I actually prefer the Iron Man and Black Panther 2-pack. The foil version? But you've got to buy all 3 of them to get that 4-pack. So I'm not, for God's sake, I don't know is the answer. We shall see.
Todd is in the chat.
Yeah, I said hello to Rectangular. He's around.
Okay.
He's waiting for me to talk about the Stilt-Man wave that he clearly was the first to talk about, which we haven't got there yet, Todd, but we will, my friend. We haven't forgot about you. Right, so yeah, not a lot of excitement. A lot of people are sort of saying miss for the 3 3/4 inch, and I sort of got that vibe just from seeing Instagram posts and Twitter posts. people just sort of like a little bit underwhelmed by that reveal. And what's weird is that Hasbro are saying this is going to be like a main focus for them next year. Like they've already got the whole of 2021 lined up. So it seems like we're going to be getting just as much as these as we would be for Legends, maybe. Again, that's me speculating. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people are saying miss. 425 says, I'd rather buy the G.I. Joe 3/4 retros if I were to buy any. Yeah, those Joes, again, as I said, Hasbro are just, as I said, it's the toy business, and they know the collector market is massive at the minute. And I guess these figures probably cost them £1 to make. Look how small they are, do you know, and they mass produce them so much. So the profit margin on these figures must be pretty good for them, I think. So that's why they're probably going to go all in. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know. I think they look great. I do. Just not for me personally. But I think if you're a 3 3/4 inch fan, I think people are getting confused with the Kenner logo on it as well, because Kenner never actually made these figures. And they're aware of that, but they're Kenner inspired. They're saying, what if Kenner 40 years ago made these Marvel characters in figure form? This is what they'd look like. So they're not meant to be retro versions of older figures. They're like reimagination of figures that could have been released by Kenner, if that makes any sense. I get what they're going for, but I think it did confuse a few people. But yeah, a lot of people saying miss for that. Marvel Legends UK says 3 3/4 entry point for us 30 years ago, entry point for today's kids maybe, but I do think Marvel Legends and all those basic figures confuses the kid market. Like, it's really hard for kids to get clamped into one sort of toy line, because they release a different toy line every year. Like, I don't know. I think I ain't got kids, so I don't know the score, but people with kids, you can tell me, what do your kids gravitate to on a toy shelf? Do they go for the more expensive figures, or are they more happy for the basic versions? Do you know? Because I guarantee if a kid wants a Captain America figure, the mum's going to be more willing to pay the £10 she is on one of them, rather than the £25 for a Marvel Legend these days. Do you know? So I don't know. It's a weird thing. And the 5 points PA. I said this. I think in 2020, people expect a little bit more from action figures these days. These are for keeping on card. I think personally, I think that's the whole design of them, is to keep on card. But yeah, let's get back into the actual Marvel Legends. Okay, bring him Brandon back. He's stopped chewing now. Right, so we're talking about... It's all good. Right, so we're going back into some Marvel Legends now. So let me find my thing. So they next revealed, what Brandon was very happy about. So, and I'm sure a lot of people are actually. The Mafex version keeps getting delayed. Maybe this Hasbro version will come out before that one. But it is the Spider-Verse wave that was first and sort of leaked by the Marvel Legends whisperer himself, Rectangular. Said we're getting a Spider-Verse wave. And so far, he's bang on the money with what they've talked about. So I could sort of guess the rest, unless they quickly go in there and change it. But the first one is Miles Morales in his sort of semi-geared up gear. This is sort of his street gear. This is the more mind's eye version of Miles from that animated film. If I think of Miles Morales from Spider-Verse, this is what I think of. But as I said, for me and the missus went and seen this in the cinema, and I think even I fell asleep during this one. Like, and I don't do that a lot. I don't know. I think I need to see it. That's what I mean. I don't think I appreciated this film for what it was.
I saw this film at least 3 times in cinema.
I think I need to go back and see this again. Amanda didn't like it straight away. She was put off by she said it was too fuzzy or too blurry. So, and it's animated already, so that already put her off. Do you know, like it's... Yeah. I don't know. We didn't have the best cinema experience with this one, so I think I need to revisit it on my own and maybe catch all the Easter eggs and catch it. Because I do like the Miles story. Peter Parker's always going to be my number one. Let's just state that first and foremost. But I do like the ultimate version of Miles and his sort of little cast of characters. And with the Spider-Verse now, and I think even Miles is in the 616 now after Secret Wars anyway, so it doesn't even make it matter. It doesn't even matter. But Miles, what are you thinking? You liking this?
I'm liking this, man. I mean, I knew that, Mafex would be, we saw those reveals, I think it must have been last summer, maybe. I think they were shown, and obviously have been pushed back because of the coronavirus and stuff. But I don't think that this will be a replacement for the Mafex version, but I definitely think it will be an alternative. Personally, I'm getting both because I love this film. I love Miles as a character. Fun fact, while we are here, I have. Hold on. I promise it will be worth it. Just dig around in the drawers. 2 seconds. I have Miles Morales' first appearance.
Oh, wow.
CGC.
Wow. So that's something that's only going to go up in value over the years if Miles stays as popular as he is. So yeah, very nice. What is it? 7.75 did it say?
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, that's not bad. No, that's not bad. Anything higher than a 7's a decent get, I think, this day and age. It's impossible to get 10s. Impossible. You can pick up comics fresh from the shelf in a shop, send it off to get scanned, and it won't be a 10. That's how. Like, it's really hard anyway. So 7.5 is a good shout. Moving on to the next one, just to stay on the Spider-Verse hype. And hopefully you can see Spider-Ham in the picture that I throw up as well if it comes up on the screen. It's they call it Spider Ghost or Ghost Spider, but we all know it's obviously Gwen Stacy. I think
Ghost Spider.
Yeah, but are they not allowed to say Gwen Stacy anymore? What's going on with that? I don't.
Or Spider Gwen, I thought.
Yeah, Spider Gwen.
But maybe. Yeah, I think her name is also Ghost Spider. So I guess it could be either. I mean, I like Spider Gwen just because I love the fact that they were able to turn, Gwen Stacy, a character that, died.
Was dead, yeah.
That was dead, and turn her into this badass Spider-Woman.
I like how Dwight noticed, by the way, that the two hoods were both on. Both hoods were actually on. The down-knitted hood and the actual stupid Hasbro.
Yeah, that was quite funny. And I think but that's something. I mean, I think, did he say it was a new sculpt? Or did he say the ballet shoes are a new sculpt, something like that?
Yeah, the ballet shoes are new, but the rest is the same. So it's just a repaint, and the ballet shoes are new, and also the head sculpt's new. I do quite like the head sculpt.
I mean, that head is amazing.
Yeah, I do like that head.
Yeah, man.
And then her accessory, just like Mafex, they clearly know what. It seems to be a running trend.
Yeah.
The accessory is Spider-Ham, and there's no articulation apart from his head. He said the head is on a ball joint. But it's still nice packing. That's a whole other character, essentially. So technically, it's a 2-pack. That's really stretching, but technically, you're getting 2 different characters in that set if it's single packed.
And if you think about it, you got Miles, you got Gwen. We know from Rectangular that Peter is coming up next. You got Spider-Ham packed in there as well. It's only
Prowler is in that wave as well. But we're assuming it's Spider-Verse. We're assuming it's Spider-Verse. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like the main Spider-Verse animated team, if you like, you're already 4 out of the 5. I think there's only Spider-Man Noir left.
Yeah, and Spider-Man Noir is someone who's not been announced by Mafex either, have they?
Yeah. So and that figure that came out with the Lizard Build-A-Figure wave January 2018. That's worth quite a bit now on the aftermarket and that kind of thing. So I can see it getting an animated re-release.
Yeah, and that if you still have the Spider-Man Noir from that Marvel Legends lineup, that will fit in with these anyway. The character design is so similar. Yeah. Like you could just fudge it in there. It doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, these are good, and I think a lot of people are going to be happy with these. But that isn't the main attraction for this wave for me. For
me, but this is amazing.
So as a lot of people expected, when Rectangular leaked this wave and Stilt-Man was being talked about, everyone straight away went, okay. So them saying that we're getting the biggest Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure ever is going to be Stilt-Man massive. So we all said, and everyone guessed this correctly. We weren't the only people to guess this. Lots of people guessed that the best way to go about this, if there is going to be a hand ninja in this wave, which again, Rectangular said there would be, pack in the legs with the army builder. It's logic. It makes sense. And thankfully, that is exactly what Hasbro did. They have packed in the legs for Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure with the single packed hand ninja. Now, the articulated icons are probably going to have a sale very soon. Now that Hasbro have officially announced this. By the way, the articulated icon ninjas will probably be better than this, but this still looks great, and it's great to finally have one in Marvel Legends form officially. And it's red. I said if it was going to be any colour, it would be red. I would have preferred black, but I think red's the more iconic hand ninja look. And it comes with weapons as well.
I'm much happier with red.
And it comes with weapons. So you're getting some hands and some size and a sword. Yeah, like a masked face, hood up. I think it looks all right. And then you can see there in the box as well, the 2 giant leg. Well, not giant legs, but... So, okay. So I guess my question for people is, how many how many hand ninjas do you want? And how tall are you going to create? I can imagine people going crazy with this and building Stilt-Man as like as tall as their house and trying to do ACBA with just a ridiculously tall Stilt-Man. I think we're going to see some crazy ACBAs with this. It's the best they could have done is put the Stilt-Man legs in with this figure, and I'm happy they did. So this is a win for Hasbro. I think this is a good choice, great builder figure, and the right option for the legs.
I 100% agree with you.
Mark Tack with a super chat.
£9.99 through super chat. Brandon Ghostbusters is a movie all about action figure collectors buying Star Wars figures. Trust me, go see it. Grin.
So Mark Tack, thank you for the super chat. He says Brandon Ghostbusters is a movie all about action figures collectors buying Star Wars figures. Trust me, go see it. Does that make you want to go and see Ghostbusters now, Brandon?
I think I have to go and watch it.
So it's basically about 4 Jedis that go and try and capture all the Force ghosts. So there's like Force ghosts take over New York City, and they're trying to capture them, essentially. Yeah.
Are there any stormtroopers with tribal paint?
There may be in the deleted scenes. It's actually Star Wars Story Ghostbusters. That's the official title. But they don't put it on all the branding because they don't want to use Star Wars all the time. But yeah, it's definitely about Force ghosts and stuff like that. So go and see Ghostbusters, Brandon. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
But anyway,
just one thing on while we're talking about the hand ninjas as well. This message from Rectangular really made me laugh earlier. Well, he probably sent you the same thing, but wait, I'm just going to turn it up so you can hear it.
I told you boys we were getting a hand ninja.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah. As I said, we're giving him all the props.
I told you boys we were getting a hand ninja.
We're giving him the props. Rectangular, we're giving you the props. He says he's driving home now. He says tune into the Infinity Equation podcast. Yeah. So by the way, we're going to make sure we're off before the Infinity Equation podcast finishes. So hopefully anyone who still wants to talk toys will jump over with those guys. They've got Bug Nice tonight as well, which is a huge get. So
I think, as we were saying, I think this is an amazing release. I am definitely down for 3. Lord knows if they're still in stock a little bit afterwards, I would probably go for more.
Well, these haven't went up for pre-order yet, right?
No,
not good. Yet. Yeah, because it's only some of the wave.
But this is the thing. Ryan said it's the preview for 2021. This won't be out till 2021. But we always know that these Spidey waves, they always drop like mid to late December and then trickle into January. So if we're lucky, we will see this wave hopefully before Christmas. I really hope we get it before Christmas. If I could wake up to this on Christmas morning, I will be a very happy collector. So we'll see. But I think, this was just a stroke of genius. They put, and we said it with Rectangular, they need to put those thoughts in with the hand ninjas, and Dwight said it on the stream, that if we're going to get you guys to go crazy and get all these stilts to build one as tall as Dwight was, like they did in the chat.
Oh, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Amazing as he was going like that with it. Stilt-Man is not like it's not a huge character for me. I'm not so familiar with it. I do think it's a cool design, and I think that this is just a genius idea, and I think it's great.
They actually had stilt legs in the background of the Daredevil show ages ago. So yeah, Stilt-Man's a deep cut, but apparently Jesse Falcon's a massive Stilt-Man fan, so he's been wanting to get this in the line somewhere. But I think they've done it right. They've given Stilt-Man as the builder figure, and then the legs come with an army builder, and it's an new army builder that we need. So I have no complaints buying more than one of. So it's a win from me. I like this. Curious to see what the other figures in the wave are. Off the top of my head, Rectangular, if you're in the chat, you can remind us. But I think it was Prowler and Peter Parker were the other 2 Gamerverse figures rumored for this wave.
Frogman.
And then Frogman, yeah. So they did say more to be revealed, and they did say maybe from the movie, maybe not. So that sort of means definitely more from the movie. I think Rectangular was spot on with his list, and that is what we're going to get. 100%. But yeah, we're going to see this. We're going to see this in December, like Brandon said, and it's a definite get for me. So quick hit and miss on this wave as a whole. Stilt-Man,
Hit.
Yeah, Stilt-Man whole wave as a hold. What are we saying? I've won, I don't know, six. How tall is it going to be if I buy 6 hand ninjas? It's going to be as tall as me.
It's going to be pretty bloody tall.
Yeah, I'm curious, like how many you need to buy to get it as tall. But yeah, hit and miss, people. Hit or miss with the Stilt-Man wave as a whole. Are you getting this wave? So that includes, so far as we know, Miles Morales, Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen, obviously, with Spider-Ham. So that's technically 2 characters. Hand Ninja, and then the rumours are Peter Parker, Prowler, and Frogman. Okay, so let me just quickly shout some of these out.
I'm hoping that Miles is, but that being said, probably not actually. I was hoping we were going to get a masked head as well with Miles, but maybe not because they didn't show it.
Okay, Alp says hit. 42012 says hit. Darkness says hit. Derek says just want the hand ninja. So give me your spare legs, Derek. I don't mind if you buy the hand ninja. If anyone buys a hand ninja and doesn't want the legs, send them my way. Much appreciated. Clockwork Orgy says hit. Hip hop radio, live hip hop music. I need to give you a nickname. I call you hip hop. Hip hop says red ninja hit plus 20. 20 hand ninja. That's going to be a tall Stilt-Man. Logan says miss. Oh, Logan's not a fan. Trevor says just going to get ninjas and sell the stilts to you suckers. Yeah, he's not wrong. Yeah, we're going to be those suckers. Crazy Toon Production says hit. Is it X? How do you say that name with the big X in the front of it?
Oh, Xander.
Xander, yeah. I think my brain won't say that. My brain will says Xander. Xander says hit. Toy Bandit says shit. Oh, I see what he did there. He added an S. Very clever. This guy's intelligent. Darkness says I've been buying every Spider-Man wave. So
We're
yeah.
160.
160. We break another record here today. It's because Toy Bandit's here. They heard if Toy Bandit's here, we know we've made it. Seriously, he only attacks the proper live streams. John Turner says hit. Bullet 74 says hit. Mark Tac says hand ninja hit. Okay, Mark Tac, you're gonna go. How many hand ninjas are you gonna buy, Mark Tac? You army building lunatic. Yeah, Toy Bandit's actually changed his shit to a poo emoji, which is pretty good. I appreciate that. Kevin says Miles and hand ninja. So you know what to do, Kevin. Send those legs my way. Tom says hit, although I don't like the hand ninja as much as I thought I would. Mark Tac says I think I'm going to be sending Dan Who some legs. Yes, Mark Tac, that is correct. Marcus says if I had Jeff Bezos' paycheck and space, I'd say hit. Oh, okay, so that's the guy, the richest man in the world who owns Amazon, isn't it? Yeah, that guy could build a hand ninja that guy could build a Stilt-Man that could literally touch the moon. That's how rich that guy is. Ridiculous. Phil says hit. Of course he does. Hip Hop says he doesn't care for Stilt-Man. Interesting. So Liquid says, so no need for the G.I. Joe hand ninjas. Oh, yeah, so you're going to get Marvel Legend red ninjas and G.I. Joe ninjas. Maybe you could have a ninja fight. Maybe you could have some turf war on your shelf. Matt Martin says he wants 10 ninjas. Daniel McGowan says hit. Marvel Legends UK says hit. Okay, beautiful. So Stilt-Man seems like it's a big hit. A lot more hits. 90% hit compared to the rest. Okay, so next up was a surprise sort of reveal. As they said, very interestingly as well, because this isn't something you'd see a marketing team agree with, but they're going with a whole villain wave, like a whole wave of villains. And just think, as a marketer, you want those popular characters in a shelf to get the average G.I. Joe buying them from store shelves. You want your Captain Americas and Iron Mans on the store shelf. That's why we get so many repaints, because that's what sells. So to get a whole wave of villains is very intriguing to me, especially with who we've got revealed so far.
Oh,
so this first reveal could be one of my favorite reveals from today. I'm not even gonna lie. It's Arcade, people. It's Arcade. He is such a quirky sort of character, and I love that we're getting the both heads for him as well. Sort of showman, a game show host type vibe, if you will. He has his staff, that big massive dicky bow in the crazy colours, and he's got his little high top shoes, of course. This was a curveball. Did not expect to see this, and I really like it. Really like Arcade. What you thinking, Brandon?
So I mean, just on this wave as a whole, I love the idea of this wave. And you know, this is going to be similar to how this year we had the Fantastic Four wave, and we had the Hobgoblin wave.
Yeah.
Was it Hobgoblin?
Demo Goblin.
And so, you know, this will be the same, and then we get a Spider-Man wave, and then we get another full wave like that. and to have a whole bad guys wave is freaking epic. Arcade, it looks cool. It's a really nice sculpt. I like both the heads. I'm not too familiar with the character, but I think it's a cool release.
He's like an X-Men type vibe. He's been in the X-Men for sure. But he's definitely a character worth reading about. A very quirky one. That sort of looks like, I don't know, am I wrong? Does that look like Dexter? Has anyone seen the show Dexter? Yeah. That sort of looks like Dexter's face. Don't know why. I just look at that and think, hey, that looks like Dexter. Could be completely wrong. Maybe it's only me, but still, that's what I thought. But yes, Arcade. What do people say about Arcade? Are we liking Arcade? Because this was a curveball, but I was pleasantly surprised with it. John Turner says we need Jigsaw. Yes, maybe Jigsaw will be in this all-villains wave. We could have a whole show, Brandon, on what villains we need to see in this wave. Do you know, just go through loads of villains. So
that's the topic.
Yeah, so we'll save that villains topic for a different stream. We'll do a whole stream on all different Marvel villains we could want to see in this wave. But yes, Matt agrees with me. He says, oh my God, it does look like Dexter. See, I knew I wasn't crazy. It does look a little bit like Dexter. By the way, they killed the end of Dexter. They need to reboot that and fix it because it didn't end good. Dexter was one of my favourite shows. But we'll save that for a different stream. We'll do a whole stream on Dexter one day as well. But yeah, Arcade's really good. A lot of people are liking Arcade. Yeah, Articulated Heroine says retro Banshee head reuse incoming. Yeah, I can see that head being used. It does have a Banshee vibe to it. Dexter and Banshee, I guess.
Yeah.
I like how we're getting the two heads for it as well because it does. The two heads are so drastically different, as in like with the hair and the teeth grin as well. The more evil, sinister. It's like game show host one side and then the evil psychopath in the other head. So I like it. But yeah, it seems quite positive for Arcade. And then I think people who ain't too familiar with Arcade are still excited because it just looks like another cool character they can learn about. So the next one is...
this.
Okay, you can talk about it. Okay, I'm going to throw it up on the screen, Brandon. So it's on the screen right now, so you can talk about it.
So, I don't think Legends has really ever gotten a lot of Doctor Strange love. We got the Doctor Strange wave back in 2016, and that had the Dormammu Build-A-Figure, and
Oh, you cut out for a second.
Flame
Brandon.
effect.
There you go. You're back again.
Am I back?
You dropped out just for a second. Carry on.
Okay, so this is all new. This is all new sculpt. I love the colors. I love the head sculpt. The thing looks like it's literally on fire. I think this is a great follow-up to the Dormammu Bath. Personally, I sold my Dormammu Bath a while back.
Oh, that's perfect.
Earlier this year. So this is and again, because I was anticipating that we might get a nicer, better release, this is definitely that nicer, better release.
You didn't think you'd get it? Do you reckon this is the type of figure where they probably made for a Doctor Strange wave next year, but then realised Doctor Strange's not coming out, so they were like, whack it in here?
So possibly, but also if you look at that swoosh list that they showed, I think I saved it somewhere. Let me quickly put it up.
Dormammu was on that list?
No, but a Doctor Strange classic was number 5 on that list.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that, obviously with Doctor Strange and the multiverse, we'll be getting a new Doctor Strange wave soon enough. But I think that this is a nice build-up and lead up to the classic Doctor Strange we'll eventually see. I think this one is going to be better than the Bath in that this is going to be a lot more posable. It's going to be a lot more fun. The Bath was very limited in what it could offer posing wise. And I think this is and I love the fisted hand. I love the open hand. Probably means we're going to get a pair of each. And I think it's amazing. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I'm curious to see what the scale is going to be because obviously it's not going to be Build-A-Figure scale, but he still seems like a quite decent sized figure. So maybe, I don't know, maybe a Colossus type of scale. I don't know. But it was, as I said, I always like getting new characters on the shelf. So when they first said Dormammu, I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's okay. But it does seem like it could be a replacement for the Build-A-Figure, maybe as in a bit more old school look. I like the flame effects. Look like... because when you think your mind's eye version of Dormammu is those flames on fire, constant, and that represents it better. So I think that's maybe a more mind's eye version of Dormammu. But I know I've seen someone in the chat mentioned it was Dormammu in pajamas. But But I'm curious to hear what people think, the Build-A-Figure or this. Someone's saying ADP's Geekbox is saying Mephisto as the Build-A-Figure. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. He's another character we need in Legends form sooner rather than later. But yeah, so what are people saying about Dormammu? Hit or miss on Dormammu? Because Arcade seemed to get a lot of love.
I prefer modern Dormammu. Logan said pass, but like the head.
I think it might be one of those figures where people, as I said, because we've already got a Dormammu, they don't pay too much attention to it. But then when they start seeing pictures and stuff, they're like, oh, okay. Because this next figure we're going to talk about is another reissue, but one that I'm not mad about. So I constantly I contradict myself all the fucking time because I'm saying, oh, this is another figure we've already got. I'm not so happy about it. But then the next one's another reissue, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. So don't listen to me, people. Don't be
just quickly on the chat. Xiaoling versus Wu-Tang said Brandon looks like Brandon Lee. Fun fact, I was named after Brandon Lee.
Oh, there you go. You learn something new every day. That's pretty good.
And I did Xiaoling when I was a kid, so first dan black belt.
That's not a bad thing. That's a pretty good way to
go. So wait, what was the one after Dormammu? I can't remember.
Okay, well you'll find out now when I throw it on the screen. So what are people, just before I move on, I see people, a lot of people saying hit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Charlie Pritchard said hit. Derek says Mephisto Select is excellent. Gabrielle saying retro, Sabretooth and Lady Deathstrike, as in for villains maybe. Matt says hit. Crazy Toon Production says hit. Matt Tat says a hit for Dormammu. Sandra says holla. I don't know. I can't read. Sardina, there you go. Says holla. Does it say holla or holla? I'm saying wrong. John Turner says hit.
Hola Papa? Maybe?
I don't know. I can't read. Raptor 1880 says, okay, they're speaking a language I can't read, so I'm not going to butcher that and embarrass myself. Liquid Momentum says hit. Toy Bandit says hit. Okay, so a lot of people seem to like this. Okay, so the next one, as I've already said, is a reissue of a figure we've already got. But let me just pull something off the shelf, something that's quite easy for me to get, and then it will remind you, Brandon. Okay.
Oh, that's not part of this wave, though.
No, it's not part of this wave. We're moving on.
No, but this is...
Okay, so basically, Arcade and Dormammu were the only two figures they revealed in that villains wave. So we're getting more villains to come, and a villain builder figure, which is great. But they've revealed them in time. 2021, we'll see them. They revealed this.
Just quickly on that wave, though. If anyone's listening, Dan, Ryan, Dwight, anybody, Ultron, please, to match Jocasta.
Classic Ultron, yeah. Look into that. Yeah, I could see that.
In that wave, so I can army build the heck out of it. But this is absolutely amazing.
Okay, so you can see here, right? So this is the Walgreens or Walmart? Walmart exclusive.
Walmart.
Walmart exclusive Thanos. It's on the Build-A-Figure body that they made for the movie, but in the classic colours, which is great. But don't you think that on this on this throne, this classic Thanos, don't you think that this one would look a lot better? This classic looking Thanos is going to get a deluxe release. And when they talked about this, they threw up a picture of Venom and I believe War Machine. So obviously it's going to be in that deluxe packaging, big box. We're going to get interchangeable hands. Maybe. Yeah. They said they're going to get fist and snapping fingers. We're probably going to get a smiley, grinny face as well as that evil face. But I know this is a figure of a character we've already had. But let's be honest, I'm going to buy this one again. To sit on my throne.
I mean, look, when we got the original Thanos, the modern Thanos on the 2015, as the 2015 Build-A-Figure, I liked it. I liked the deco of it, but then we got the re-release of it, which was the Walmart version. I really liked the colors on that. What I don't like is the shoulder pad, right? Like if you try to lift the arm on that figure, Dan, the shoulder pad will come off, won't it?
Yes. It's really frustrating.
It is very frustrating. It's not fun to pose it. It looks good as you have it sat there, but to play with it and pose it isn't that fun at all.
I'm just saying that classic look will look better on my throne. That's the only point I'm making.
Yeah, 100%. With that snapping finger as well, it will look. That body is completely new sculpt. I think they said. I'm hoping that there's some butterfly joints maybe hidden under there. Possibly not, but I hope so. But I love the new I love the new the proportions. You know, the shape of this
Yeah,
new body.
definitely got classic Thanos proportions. Yeah, definitely does have
And
that.
as well, I can just tell that I'm going to get that figure in hand, and it is going to be so much fun to pose it. And that's the main thing for me.
That's gonna be. It reminds me of the Select Thanos. Do you know, proportions of the Marvel Select Thanos, as in like the bigger, broader shoulders, more bubbly sort of body type vibe.
Exactly. But again, the thing about that Select Thanos was the articulation just was so outdated. Whereas this, I think, is just going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing addition. And the thing as well is that I think we're going to have that laughing head that we see there, maybe a stern head as well, because it's a deluxe pack, and then hopefully a couple of different hands as well. But it was funny. Hasbro Pulse throughout the week had been putting up on their stories videos of each of like the designers and the marketers and everything behind each of the different Hasbro teams. And Ryan Tings, the senior brand manager or marketing manager for Marvel Legends, his went up earlier today, and it started with him with the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Okay, Thanos, teasing Thanos maybe.
You know, and I love the little teasers that they do for that sort of thing. But again, they said it's the 30th anniversary, 1991 to 2021 next year for Infinity Gauntlet. I have that comic run in the other room, all of them.
Can I make a prediction right now? Can I make a prediction that we're going to get a comic version of Nebula?
Yeah,
next year. She holds she holds the gauntlet in that book. People have been wanting a comic. People have wanted a comic Nebula. So I think next year, if they're gonna use that anniversary as a way to release figures, there's my early prediction. Get in there.
One other thing I'm really hoping for as well, you know, there's that famous panel where Cap stands up to Thanos, everybody else gets beaten down. He's like, no, as long as someone stands in front of you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I really, 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 really would love Cap in that outfit, butterfly joints, please.
We shall see. Time will tell, but I don't think this is going to be the last figure we see celebrating that anniversary.
No. But I think this figure is an amazing addition to the line. Really, really happy.
They wouldn't mention the anniversary for no reason. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying there's going to be more figures in this anniversary.
And you and I have spoken about this before in terms of we keep wondering what next year's summer program will be. I think you and I both agreed that 2022 will likely be Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, simply because it'd be the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I'm hoping for.
But next year,
I'm hoping for Legends, more movie figures. I know, like we're in a small. I'm in a small minority when it comes to the MCU stuff, but I don't know. I just need my MCU fix. It's the first year. 2020 is the first year we've went in the last decade with no MCU film, and it hurts my soul a little bit because we were on such a good run, and now we're not even going to see Eternals for a whole another year. And the Eternal figures even got one of the Eternal figures was even leaked. Do you know? We already know that they've been made or designed, and we're now not going to see them for God knows how long. So sorry to put you off, but yes.
And I spoke to Rectangular about this as well earlier, that the barcodes have been appearing at Walgreens.
Yeah,
One of my friends in Miami, he sent me a picture earlier and said, look, the barcode is coming up for Eternals.
I don't think they're being sent. I think Walgreens are just redoing their shelves, whatever they're doing, but I don't think those figures are going to turn up. I don't think they will.
No, and I think they were meant to, because obviously the movie was going to release in
Venom Wave will probably be sent in its replacement. You know, that's what I probably think. Just quickly send them the Venom Wave. Send them the Venom Wave, or maybe one of these Gamerverse Wave. Who knows? Yeah,
but this is fun fact. This is one of my top 5 favorite Marvel Legends ever.
Really? Already? Are you sure we're talking about the same one? Oh, you're talking about Silver. Okay, never mind. I'm throwing them up on the screen. This is the Fallen, aka Silver Surfer in black. This is from the very recent comic run where basically Thanos just goes round and just takes out everybody. He's like Thanos wins, I think it's called. And this is Silver Surfer in that comic. Quite recent actually. Maybe 2018. This was in the comics. But it's exactly so. Basically, we're getting the Silver Surfer figure that we've already got, but in black. And this is you say top 5?
I love this figure, man. I love this figure. Sorry. Mine is actually in here. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just pulling mine off the shelf as well. So basically, I've still got mine in box. So you're basically going to get your Walgreens exclusive Silver Surfer, but in black. You're going to get him in black with Mjolnir and that sort of pink sort of fist effect. But Brandon's probably got a loose one. There he is. Brandon's got a loose one. He can show his off better.
Oh, you got one still in box?
Yeah, still in box.
Mint.
Still in the box.
Sealed?
No, I've reviewed him. So it's not sealed.
Oh.
But I've reviewed him and put him straight back in. So he's as good as he can be. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. But you can show off your loose one. That's better. So
To you and ask you to send Silver Surfer back.
So what's that? You still there? What did you say? Something about Silver Surfer
Wait,
back?
you got me?
No, I can hear you if you're there. I can hear you if you're there. Yeah. Sorry. You look at you look at the screen. You look at the YouTube feed, but the YouTube feed's like really delayed. So you're back. I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I said if it was sealed, I would have mailed you my wallet and asked you to send Silver Surfer back.
Oh,
I
wow.
love that figure. I've got my one. So my one sits either on my desk or it sits in the wardrobe behind me with Stanley. But I absolutely adore this character. I absolutely adore this figure, man. And seeing this one, that's the thing. I regret not picking up a double of this Silver Surfer and keeping it mint. I really regret it.
You just never know which ones are gonna literally jump off the shelves and never return. You just have no clue.
Yeah. And I remember I was in Florida. And I went into Walgreens in Florida, and they had and there was about 6 of them, Silver Surfers, just on the shelf, just chilling.
Martin is saying Matt in the chat is saying that he might have an extra. So I'm going to reply to Matt and go, no, Matt, I don't have one loose, and make Brandon jealous. All right, there you go.
If anyone has a mint sealed Walgreens Silver Surfer, hit me up.
Brandon will send his wallet apparently. But yes, I want I don't know if do you know the Can of Beans website? He does like the different pieces for stands and stuff. He's got an actual Silver Surfer display stand that fits onto that surfboard, which I want to get if I had a Silver Surfer out the box. But I've still got all these Fantastic Four, like all of the, they're all over there. I'll go and get them. I'll get them in another stream. But yeah, all the Walgreens Fantastic Four figures, I've reviewed them, but then kept in box. And then the Fantastic Four figures I have on display are the more recent Super Skrull Wave versions. But I do think we're going to get retro Fantastic Four figures in the white and blue soon. But we can talk about that a different day. So, real quick, before we move on to more X-Men goodness, hit or miss on the Fallen, a.k.a. Black Silver Surfer. Let us know in the chat. I'll throw the chat up on the screen for a second. If it will let me. I think I've used it as pictures now instead.
Yeah, this is a hit for me.
Well, when you said it was your top 5, I would have guessed as much. But yeah, hit or miss. Tyrone says hit. Kevin says I passed on one because the box was dented. Sad times. Hip Hop says hit. John says hit. I'll switch to Brandon. Brandon can read some out. There you go, Brandon. You're on the screen.
Am I back?
You're on the screen. You're on the screen with a chat. I was just reading off. John Turner says hit. JJ Motions.
Hit. Good.
No, I was just reading out the comments. A lot of people say this is a hit for a lot of people. So is this because they just like the Silver Surfer figure, or is everyone a massive fan of the Fallen? Because this has got a recent comic, and I assume that not maybe people hadn't read this yet. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it gives you an excuse to go and read comics, which is great, which is fine. As I said, it's a good story. I got Thanos 1 of this storyline. I don't think I brought any more of the issues, but I read some online. So I know the gist of this storyline. But yeah, basically Marvel went all in on Thanos again. As soon as he was going to be in Infinity War, they released Thanos 1.
Funniest thing, right? I just put Marvel Legends Silver Surfer into eBay to see what the most recent sold ones were on eBay UK.
Yep.
These were all loose. £60, £75, and those were both in the last 10 days.
Oh, wow. So, some people always hold out for the retro releases. Like, anyone who was trying to sell... There's some guy on eBay that's been trying to sell a Storm for 700 quid for months. For months, there's been like a £700 Storm from the Juggernaut wave on eBay. That guy is crying right now. He was never going to sell it for that price, let's be honest. But he must be gutted because now everyone's just going to go, I'll patiently wait for the retro Rogue. But we'll talk about that later. Right, so the Fallen. A lot of people are saying hit. Okay, so let's get into the X-Men wave. So I know about X-Men. I know about these characters, but I've not read this specific storyline. So I don't know about these indentation of these characters. So it's House of X, Powers of 10, I believe. We're going to get...
I love these designs.
We're gonna get a whole wave of these X-Men characters. They said it around about the same time as they released the Sentinel, which is just clever marketing by Hasbro, let's be honest. So we know 3 of the figures so far, and they're the 3. Well, 2 of these figures were a layup. 2 of these figures we just knew had to be in this wave. Everyone guessed them. The first one, though, I think people probably would have wanted but didn't know we'd get, and that's Moira MacTaggert. So let me see if I can get that picture up on the screen. So have you read this comic, this storyline, Brandon?
I have, yeah.
So what's the story with her? She has different lives or something like that.
Who? With Moira MacTaggert?
Yeah, she has like different. There's different outfits. Dwight said that in this box there'd be different outfits or different, like a different head or something to display a different version of her. So
you said there'll be different.
Yeah, so in the live, as I said, I've not read this. So if anyone in the comments can tell me, please let me know. I've not read this storyline. I will get round to it by the time the Sentinel releases next year. But currently, I've not read House of X, Powers of 10. Apparently, Moira MacTaggert has different lives or different indentations of herself or something, different timelines. I don't know. She dies and comes back. JJ Motion says she dies and comes back. So she's a mutant now. Okay, so people are saying she dies and comes back. She can't die. Turns out to be a mutant. Okay. It's reincarnation. Her powers are reincarnation. So when she comes back, she comes back in a different body, or is it the same body? How does it work? She has 10 lives. Okay. I need to. So is this a good? So my question for the chat then: people who have read this storyline, is this a good choice? Is this a good look for her? Is this a good outfit for her? Like, I'm just happy to have a Moira MacTaggert on the shelf. But is this the look you wanted? Or would you prefer a different look? Marvel Legends UK said she's been made a mutant with reincarnation abilities and remembers her past life. Okay. So there are different versions of her. Okay, I understand. So this seems like a very, I don't know, it's like a sort of 70s, 80s sort of look. Very casual. She's got like a flat top on. Little neckerchief.
The video keeps coming in and out, so I didn't catch everything you'd said. But I think this is a great reuse of the
Gwen Stacy.
I think this is a great reuse of
Gwen Stacy.
I think of Gwen Stacy, yeah. Because I've not finished reading it yet, but I've started reading it. Or at least I started reading it. I think I'm maybe on the 4th issue, maybe something like that. I got to double check. I've got all of them in my little comic box in the other room. But yeah, I think this is a great reuse and it's nice as well seeing more females coming into the line and getting better
So Articulated Heroine says 1 life she joins Apocalypse so she could get an Apocalypse head. Okay, so Dwight definitely said in the live stream that she comes with accessories to give a different version of her or different look for her. So I imagine a different head is an easy guess. But this is just another civilian look that I think the ACBA community might appreciate. Right, Brandon's cut out again. The signal's a bit dodgy, but it's all good. I'm still here. So I'll keep going until Brandon comes back. But yeah, so I appreciate you letting me know. Is it a story worth reading? I'm sure it is. But we didn't just get Moira. We got... Okay, Brandon's back in the game, so that's fine. You're back in the game, Brandon. Yeah, you're back in the game. We're still talking about... So we're moving on from Moira now anyway. People are saying... it's mixed feelings.
Professor X looks amazing.
Okay, so we'll move on to Professor X then, right? So... Seems quite a simple figure, but let's be honest, this was the layup. Out of all the character designs and out of all the covers, this was the cover. This was the character design that was obviously going to be made into a figure. I've seen people do customs already. I didn't know that this was Charles. This is Professor X Charles Xavier with Cerebro helmet, I guess, and a scuba diving suit on or something. He's going skiing or something. But yeah, it's a unique character design for this story. I'll give them that much. Big X on the helmet. I think people are going to like this one. This is the one that people want. Very simple figure, but again, it's a character design integral to the story, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing. I think Dwight and Laura had said that this was. I think especially Laura. I think she said that it was quite an easy figure to do in terms of the body, but it was really nice to get to bring that refreshing look for Charles Xavier into the line, especially with that head sculpt. I really like the right hand. I think the right hand looks really nice.
The finger point hand. It's like that type of hand. Isn't it?
The kind of the Charles kind of hand.
I'm reading your mind.
I'm really hoping we get double interchangeable hands for those. But yeah, I think this is.
They didn't mention if the helmet comes off.
Really
is the helmet like glued to his head? Is someone like pranked him and put super glue on it, or did the helmet come off in the comic? Could that helmet come off? Is a question I'm asking.
I'm really honest with you, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm starting to hesitate. This is going to be like another Ghostbusters thing. It's where you haven't really read it and you're pretending you've read it, haven't you?
No. I've got the comics in the other room. I can go get them.
No, I believe you. I'm winding you up. I'm winding you up. It's all good. But I'm saying, can that head come off? Is one question. I'm trying to zoom in to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
The picture's too blurry. The picture's too blurry, basically. Does the head come off? Does you reckon the helmet comes off? I'm asking. Do you reckon the helmet can come off and reveal like a bold younger Charles? Is it a younger Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Rarely takes it off in the new comics. Okay. I was just trying to zoom in to see if that there was a bit of a gap in between the two. But that was a layup. This other one was definitely a layup as well, as now this is the third time we're getting this character in recent time, in the white now as well. And it is Magneto in the white outfit. So this isn't unique to this storyline. Yeah, you're still there. So I'm talking about Magneto in the white, and I'm saying that the white outfit isn't unique to this storyline, as Magneto has wore this in the past. I don't know if it was Future Foundation Magneto or what, but I know I've seen Magneto wear this colour in the past. So do people want a white Magneto? It seems like a straight up repaint of the previous Magnetos, but in white. Seems like an easy repaint for them, to be honest. And it was an inevitable one as well. I'm trying to look around and see if I've got a Magneto nearby. But I'm assuming it's the red and purple one repainted with some new deco.
I was going to say, I think it's that one redone. It seems to be that body. But although it does look like a beefier body than that one, maybe. I'm not sure.
Maybe we get some better pictures. Maybe if they leak some better pictures, we can have a little. People can do their investigation. I'm always terrible at even when I've got the figures in hand, it feels familiar, but I'm always like, where have I seen this before? Like, do you know everyone nicknames? We've got the Bookie Cap, we've got the Spider-Man 2099. I recognise them, but when it comes to recognising parts and stuff, I'm not very good. Looks like a different body mold though, so Mark's agreeing with you. Marvel Now Magneto. There, yeah. See, I knew I'd seen this version of Magneto somewhere out. It's not unique to this story. So, even without two versions of the white Magneto in the comics too, one is sleeveless. This one current isn't. Okay, so that's what Marvel Legends UK says. I appreciate that. These are all digital renders, so body could change. Yeah, they're not wrong. They're trying this new. I guess that tech's advanced so much now that they can just send these directly to the factories to start making without having to paint little models up and stuff. Guess what 2020 brings us? All these Magnetos and they still haven't got it right. Okay, so Liquid Momentum's not happy. They're not happy. Okay, so before we move on to the retro figures that I think are going to be obvious hits for people, or maybe not, we shall see. What are we saying about this House of X, Powers of 10 sort of wave? Are we looking forward to it? Do people have any other suggestions of characters that could be in this wave? Let me know and I'll give them a readout. As I said, this is a comic I do want to pick up. Probably got the trade pick. Yeah, does she still have the classic look with the green dress type vibe? Is it that look?
I think it is, yeah. The one on the front cover.
Yeah, okay, so I could see that being in this then.
Yeah.
Does Apocalypse wear a suit in this vibe? I swear there's like a scene where Apocalypse wears a suit when he meets up with everybody or something. And maybe they could put the Apocalypse head on the Cho Fixit body to make a suited Apocalypse. Articulated Heroine says, hopefully Jean Grey in a Marvel Girl dress. Yeah, that's the one we just mentioned. Wolverine, and they never made an X character like Cypher or Destiny, but they're not going to get 3 girls, so probably Doug to round out the line. Okay, so obviously I know Marvel Girl and Wolverine. I think I know Cypher, but I need to... Doug. Do you know who Doug is? Doug reminds me of that old cartoon show that you're probably too young to remember. But there was a cartoon show called Doug. Yeah, you don't know who Doug is.
No.
Omega Sentinel. Doubt that will happen. J Darko Customs. I got to be honest, I don't mind a slowdown in Legends production to make room for 3 4/4 inch wave. My wallet needs a break. Don't we all, my friend? Don't we all? Mark Taxer says North is a green coloured Magneto looking character from the future in Powers of X. Interesting. I definitely need to do more research on this wave. Maybe I can do a whole video on this sort of wave. We could do videos on guessing. Oh, Doug is Cypher. Douglas Ramsey. Okay, sorry, articulated heroines. I do apologise. As I said, need to read this one. And I will. LP says Shadow Cat and her dragon. Marvel Legends UK said they hinted at a potential Build-A-Figure 2 in the feed for this wave. Yeah. So, what? Any guesses for the Build-A-Figure?
It's a good point. I saw someone said the Omega Sentinel would be cool.
Is that a massive Sentinel though? Like, is Omega Sentinel? Can it be Build-A-Figure size?
Oh yeah, true. I'm trying to think. The thing is, you would have thought someone like Nimrod would be.
Yeah,
but obviously we've got Nimrod.
We've got Nimrod. Where he is, the big white bastard. Here he is, Nimrod. Let's go along with us. You're not pulled the trigger on Nimrod yet.
No.
See if I can get Nimrod to.
No, it's on my to-do list with Storm and Thunderbird.
I'm trying to get Nimrod to attack you.
I wanted to prioritize these movie figures first.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Nimrod to attack you.
I really like that. Yeah.
Right, okay. Powers it. I feel bad because I can't talk as much as I would because I don't want to. I've not read the comics. I don't want to pretend I have.
I'm the same.
I need to read it.
Remember, I've started reading it, but I haven't picked it up in a bit.
I remember in Parallel Universe said that he started reading it, but it got boring. It was too political or something like that. So I don't know. We'll give it a chance. Though. I'll get the Prey paperback and give it a go. I'll give Volume 1 a go and see what I'm saying. But let's get into this next one. So the next 2 figures they revealed were retro figures, and I noticed as well in the stream. So during the live stream. Ryan,
you kept saying it, didn't you?
On his display behind him, he had the Rogue retro, the old school Rogue retro, and the old school Gambit retro figures behind him on the display. And then when they cut back from that 616 commercial, they were gone and they were replaced by Warpath and Sunspot. So I was like, okay, they're definitely being announced. And then, lo and behold, they get renounced. So we're getting a retro Gambit and a retro Rogue. So let me see if I can pull up a Gambit picture first. I think it's the first one I've got. So
really did the new head sculpt on him.
There we go. So Anthony's Custom's not going to be happy that they've redone a head sculpt. I think he's trying to sell Gambit head sculpts at the minute. But we're getting a classic sort of vintagey style. I think the jacket's even a lighter colour. Maybe would you say animated series look or like?
I would say so. I like the accessories as well. With the cards are painted.
Yeah, again, I think Canna Beams. I've been following Canna Beams on Instagram because he's been doing this for a while. So the cards in the effects do look so much better than just the pink effects themselves. I think I've got a picture of Gambit out of the box as well. I'm a sucker for that retro packaging, so I don't know if I'm going to end up buying 2 of these like an idiot. But I like.
I only get one. The thing is that I don't really need the body. I just like the head sculpt and the accessories.
Well, any of the iconic looks. So any character that is my mind's eye version of that character that comes in this retro packaging, I'm going to get. So I brought myself an extra white Storm in the retro packaging because that's my favorite version of Storm. So I think I'm going to have to get these two to keep on card to go along with my retro looking Storm. So yeah, these are nice. But I think people are more. Gambit's new head looks great, but the new Rogue head looks like she came last in a makeover challenge on Drag Race. Oh dear. So let's bring up the picture then, shall we?
I wasn't going to go that far, but yeah.
So here we have Rogue. So there's the glove. There is that little yellow glove that was teased months ago now. It was clearly Rogue. Who else takes off a yellow glove? We did try and guess other characters just to everyone knew it was Rogue. Let's look at this head. So Articulator Heroine said that looks like someone off Drag Race. It's a more bushy hair. It's a bigger hair, which she definitely had in the comics and even in the cartoon. Is the more crazier hair. But I like that she comes with two fisted hands and then that look with the glove off, glove on. I like that as well. Because last time we did get an interchangeable hand, but we didn't get that glove effect, and that just makes a difference.
No.
But again, the retro.
Just go down to her legs a second.
Her legs. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
Are her legs pinless?
No, it's exactly the same. It's just a reissue. It's a reissue of the figure.
Really?
Just new paint, new head, different colour paint, new hand. So it's the exact same figure. Exact same figure. But a lot of people missed out. A lot of people didn't anticipate her popularity. I've seen pictures on Instagram where there's like 100 of these on the shelf for like £12 at Walmart. Maybe they all got sent to one Walmart in America. That's why they're so expensive, because no one can find them.
Yeah. I think the Rogue body is definitely a great body. I would have liked to have seen the legs be pinless. I think that would have really taken it to the next level. And as Dwight said, the aftermarket on this is crazy. This has been a long time coming, 4 years in the making. Personally, I will get it because
So basically, this is how much of idiots we are. I already have these two characters in those outfits right here in my hand, right here, right. And I'm going to probably end up buying 2 more of each of them to have one on card and one open them. That's how much of an idiot I am. Don't be an idiot like Dan. But I do think the Gambit head is better, and I like the effects. I've just dropped his staff.
Yeah. I think we'll see. Because I'm really happy with the Juggernaut Wave Rogue. So, and I'm happy with the Caliban Wave Gambit. But I think I probably will get these guys. But the most interesting thing that came out of that as well was Ryan dropped a little hint, and he said that Target will have a retro program later this fall.
But they are doing 3 3/4 inch Legends now, and they're going big on them. So
True.
It could be a lot of them, and then maybe these.
These, yeah. Because I was thinking, imagine if there was a crossover between the rumor that there's a Best of X-Men wave and these. Retro...
I would like it to be true, but because they've released characters like the Grey Hulk and then the black version of Storm, I know they're not scared to just release the odd character in this retro packaging. So
for sure.
So I would like yourself. I would like to hope for more. Because as I said, I'll take Blue Beast on this packaging. And here's another one who's going up on the aftermarket now. So maybe.
Me too.
Maybe we shall see. But Rogue and Gambit. Now he can hold his bow staff with both hands. He gets a new head, and then Rogue gets a new hairstyle and whatnot. I keep dropping that bow staff. I need to get a metal one. I've seen people make custom metal ones of these rather than plastic versions. But looking good. So what are the comments saying? Are people happy to rebuy figures they've already brought, or?
Yeah, I think the main thing is, $20 sounds better than $150, but I think people are saying the face is a bit iffy.
This is how crazy the collector's market is, right? Because literally yesterday, you could have sold this figure right here on eBay for at least £70 to £100. Literally yesterday, I could have got £100 for this figure if someone really wanted it. Tomorrow, not a chance. Tomorrow, you're lucky to get £20 for this figure. Just because of one live stream. That is how crazy the collector's market can be. But yeah, so
and that's the thing as well, is I don't know there are many figures left that
have that high value.
I think Rhino and Phoenix are the only ones I can think of.
The classic Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer still hold a high value.
True, but I'm talking like 100 plus
No,
for the one figure.
I know Lizard Build-A-Figure goes for a pretty penny. Same with Rhino.
Yeah,
I think those are inevitable to be re-released as well. Especially now we've got Kingpin on that bigger Spider-Man retro card. Easy redos. I think Rhino, since he came out in a Build-A-Figure wave in 2015, I think we're more likely to see Rhino again than we are Lizard.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, crazy.
The lizard with an animated head sculpt.
Yeah, crazy. So one last hit and miss. Oh, actually, we've got one more figure. So before we move on, just a quick hit and miss. There's Gambit and Rogue. Retro Gambit and Rogue. Hit or miss for Retro Gambit and Rogue. I think a lot of people appreciate the opportunity to get Rogue and not pay. Because, as I said, you've had a lot of new collectors since 2016 probably jump on. She did come out in that Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. Was a long time ago for a lot of people. So backtracking sometimes is hard. So it is nice that they do this. It's not good for the collectors of us who are like, we've already bought this figure. But I understand why they do it. So a lot of people, John Inger's saying hit, Matt saying hit, 42012 says hit. Hip Hop says hit. We'll use the old head though. Okay, that's all good. You can mix and match now. You have these figures. That's what I love. I keep saying it. I say it all the time. That's what I love about collecting and displays. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. It's your mind's eye version of a character. I often will mix and match different character outfits or heads or interchangeable head sculpts and stuff. So yes, good idea. Tyrone says hit. Darkness says would love a 90s Spider-Man cartoon figures like Doc Ock. They're coming, I think. Chris GR9 says, I believe Build-A-Figure Apocalypse is around $100. Interesting, considering that the Apocalypse has just been reissued in Age of Apocalypse colours, sorry. TTV says hit. Darkness says hit. Blake says hit. Hip Hop says it won't be good for them shithead scalpers. A says hit because of the retro card. Clock Orgy says hit. Derek says miss. Oh, we got our first miss. Why, Derek? Can I ask why? If you're a miss, can I ask why? Toy Bandit says hit, even though I have them already. Yes, I know how you feel, Toy Bandit. I feel exactly the same. Nothing wrong with Rose Head Sculpt. LP says, yeah, hit at that price. Marcus hit for sure. Daniel McGowan says that Strife figure is still expensive. Is that the one that came in the Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave from the 2014 X-Men Toys R Us exclusive? Yes. Yeah. See, that's how deep on mine and Brandon's knowledge go. We can just say that spiel in quick time like that. Javi Man says hit even though it's a Target exclusive. Okay, so quick mention about it being Target exclusives. Me and Brandon don't feel that pain because we're in the UK and there are no Targets. So when we see Target exclusive come up on the screen, it's one of those where we think it's actually going to be easy for us to get because it's going to be made available at all our trustful retailers. So I do feel your pain though.
But still, I don't agree about Target exclusive. I mean, at least not in my experience. When I was in, whether it be Orlando or Miami, it was always easy to get Target exclusives.
Marvel Legends UK says hits Malibu Stacy all over again. She comes with a new hat. I love a good Simpsons reference, and that always makes me laugh. But she comes with a new hat. I gotta have it. People still love the classic Apocalypse. Yep, you're not wrong. Right, let's move on to this last one then, because I do want to get off here before the articulated Infinity Equation guys get on. Last one. So the last reveal.
Fun fact on this one.
Okay.
Fun fact on this one, Chris. I was rewatching some of the older interviews with Dwight and Ryan.
Yes.
Earlier this week, and from an interview with maybe it was Boog, I can't remember, something like that. I think it was a group of them. I think it was either 2017 summer or summer 2018. Dwight says that I think it was 2017 actually. Dwight says that they were that they have had that fire they were planning to get Firestone into the line for a couple of years, and they had the body ready to go, but because of I think licensing issues with mutants, they couldn't put her into a Spider-Man line.
Oh wow, okay, interesting.
I'll find the video again and I'll send you the link so you can see.
It's stuff like that that we're just not privy to. Do you know, like we just think, why aren't they giving us? But you wouldn't even think, hang on, they can't do that. But I guess stuff like that matters when they're trying to like when they don't currently own X-Men and they're like, wow, we can't really promote mutants because that was definitely a thing for a while where they didn't want to brand mutants and stuff. But anyway, let me throw up the picture on the screen. It is, of course, the very sought after, very highly wanted, and articulated heroine says it himself, save the best to last. I think a lot of people might agree. It is Firestar. And she looks good in the all yellow. The all yellow jumpsuit just reminds me of Hellcat. Because I never watched Spider-Man.
It was Hellcat.
Hellcat was a variant of Spider-Woman in the Avengers Thanos Build-A-Figure wave.
Yes. Which year?
2015. 14.
Yeah.
14, 15?
15.
Yeah. See, our knowledge goes deep, Brandon. We know this shit. So Firestar looks good. So Rectangular's already said
I love that haircut.
that we will probably get her on retro card, and J. Jonah Jameson is also rumored. And what was the other one? Black Cat.
Yes.
So Rectangular's leaked that we're going to get Firestar, J. Jonah Jameson, and Black Cat in retro single carded. So they've not shown the packaging for Firestar. Maybe they have by now. I haven't seen any of the new promo pictures. I've jumped straight on the stream.
Yeah, I don't think so, because this was like a last minute tease.
Yeah, so far we've not seen the packaging, so we don't know what if she's in a wave, single packed, whatever. But we are assuming she's coming retro carded, and we also know that she's coming with what's the dog's name? Lionheart or something like that, or is that a Care Bear's name?
Something like that.
Articulated heroines was it Miss Lion? There you go, Miss Lion. I said Lionheart. I swear Lionheart's a Care Bear. But yeah, so Firestar. So she will now complete the Spider-Man and his amazing friends with Iceman and Spider-Man, of course. So we already have Iceman retro from last year, and Spider-Man we've just got in the retro wave. So you could build a loose little collection there, not on the same retro card, of course, or maybe Firestar will be on that Spider-Man retro card. Who knows? Maybe. I guess she would be, unless they do some Spider-Man and friends.
This year or next?
What's that? Sorry.
Is Firestar releasing this year or next?
They didn't say. I can't remember them saying.
They didn't say.
I've written notes during the stream, and I didn't write 2021 next to her. And I wrote 2021 next to everything else where they said it. So I don't know, but yeah, I like the head sculpt on this. I like the colours. Looks good. As I said, that really outfit just reminds me of Hellcat though. But it's a character we needed.
I like that fade from the red to the yellow to kind of an orange, at the boot.
Yep,
I think that's really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Really nice. The thing is that I'm starting to think every time I see female legends now, though, is I'm trying to think about Baroness.
Oh, as in why Baroness is so good compared to the female legends.
Well, you look at the Baroness, right? Like you've got the hip joints, you've got the
adios. Saying adios to the chat. I'm saying adios to the chat.
Adios. Yeah. You got the butterfly joints as well. And the thing is like I've got a Lightning Collection female figure here, right? Is you've got the butterfly joints at the shoulder there for female Rangers, for Power Rangers. But the thing I'm wondering is that Baroness isn't the most aesthetically pleasing figure, number one. And with Classified, it's pretty much the same male and female body mold recycled, just different helmets and different deco. So it may be easier for those other lines to bring in that articulation, whereas for Legends, because you've got so much unique sculpting per figure for the most part with the female figures, it might not be so easy to just put that articulation in, is my thinking.
Female, Dwight is the head guy at Hasbro, and he just doesn't think aesthetically double jointed elbows look good on Legends. And if he's the guy in charge of making the toys, then I guess his opinion counts. And to a certain extent, I get what you're saying. Look, it doesn't bother me too much because I'm not ACBA guy. Look at my figures. That's what they do. So as long as they can stand and look good on the shelf, they represent the character, I'm happy. And the Legends are getting better, but you're right. The female ones, you see other lines in the same company making consistent evolution changes. and then Hasbro just stay on par with female legends, which I can understand for the frustration, but it doesn't kill me too much. But it depends what character, I guess, makes a difference as well. But Firestar, like she is on the picture there, you could get on our flight stand, pose like that, and ain't going to look bad at all. So I get your point. But right, so it's 10-1 UK time, which is crazy. My missus, if she's not asleep by now, then she definitely hates me. I do want to get off before the Infinity Equation podcast. The Infinity Equation podcast is going live straight after this, and they've got Bug Nice as their guest, and they're going to be doing the same as us, by the way, going through the wave, going through what was revealed, talking about their favourites and stuff. We're just giving you the British perspective. So let's just finish off by saying, what are your favourites? Oh, super chat. Super chats from, how do you say that again? Xander. It's the X that puts me off. I want to say Xander. Xander. So Xander, thank you very much for the super chat. He says that there's not a classic Firestar 3-pack coming. So there's not a classic Firestar 3-pack coming. No, I don't think so. I think Firestar come in the free. I think he says that because Firestar was in original. It wasn't a 3 3/4 like 2-pack or 3-pack. I believe she was in an Amazing Friends sort of pack. So maybe we could have got a Marvel Legends version, but maybe she will. Maybe she will. Blake with the super chat that says, I'll let my assistant say it for me.
Blake Quellman donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you.
Thanks for plugging other podcasters. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, it's not a problem, Blake. As I said, we're all friends. Paul with a super chat as well that says,
Thor 2012 donated $4.
Thank you very much.
99 through Super Chat. A Dan who props for the heads up on the easy method to get Dino Thunder correctly painted helmet full score.
I love how she said Dino Thunder rather than Dino Thunder. Yeah, you're very welcome, my friend. I did do a video on this. Hasbro's literally sent me out a replacement head.
Yeah, that was a good video.
Just nice and simple, easy to do, and it makes a difference. I know the figure's not 100% accurate anyway, but again, this is for a character I didn't even know nothing about. It's just a good-looking action figure, and that black outline makes a difference. So yeah, go and check out the video if you want to know how to get ahead. And pow to Noel, who's just subscribed to the channel while we're on the stream as well, which we appreciate.
Favorites for me, I think, are Falcon and Kang, Miles and Spider-Gwen, and the new deluxe Thanos. Those are my top 5.
Right, so
how about you?
Okay, so I like Stilt-Man. I like the classic Falcons up there for me, and Kang, yeah, definitely. And then I just like Stilt-Man. I just like the quirkiness of the character, and I like Arcade as well. I know it's just a guy in a suit with a bow tie, but I just like quirky characters like that. So yeah, I'd say classic Falcon, just because I need him next to Cap, the same way I've got Rhodey next to Iron Man, Kang, and Stilt-Man, and a runner-up will be Arcade. What about the chat? So again, we're leaving it in a couple of minutes, 5 more minutes and we're gone. Just want to say thank you everyone to the super chat. As I said, if you super chat over £4 or $4, then our assistant Friday will read them out for us, which we always appreciate, helping the channel grow and all that good stuff. And if you subscribe to the channel while you're watching this as well, it pops up on screen, which you've just seen. I think Noel just subscribed, so welcome to the channel, Noel. But yes, tell me your favourites and I'll read out your favourites for the last 5 minutes, and then we're going to get out of here for the Infinity Equation, guys.
So Marcus says his favourites might be Rogue and Gambit, Moira, Silk, Kang, and Falcon.
Nice.
Hip Hop said Firestar, Kang, Falcon, Arcade, and a bunch of red ninjas.
Yeah, makes sense. Those ninjas are going to be very popular, I think.
Derek and Richard both say Arcade.
Those ninjas best be 2-packed per case, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. Articulated Heroine says Firestar, Arcade, and Professor X.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think if I read that the story of the House of X Powers of 10, I'll appreciate those character designs that little bit more. I think that's always the case, isn't it? Once you're familiar with the material. But yeah, looking good.
And then Full 2012 said Kang, Fixit, Falcon, and Arcade are my favourites.
Very nice. Let's just retract any comments.
Hammerbreaker says Thanos, Falcon, Thunderstrike, Rogue, and Firestar. Logan says Falcon, Kang, Thanos, Arcade, and Firestar.
Very nice, very nice. Hello to Martin. Is it Martine who just jumped in the chat? Hello, Martine. Thank you for popping in at the last minute. Team Toy Spotlight says, sup, y'all. Sup, y'all to you too. Hip Hop says, I agree, 2 per case, not 1 like G.I. Joe Classified Ninjas. Yeah, that was ridiculous that they did that. Lots more reveals tomorrow as well by Hascom. Let's mention that before we get out of here. Obviously, me and Brandon don't just collect Marvel Legends. We're idiots and we buy lots of other things as well. So we are very excited about what G.I. Joe and Power Rangers have to offer.
Like-minded weirdos. Okay?
Yeah, like-minded weirdos. Oh, yeah, we can say that. But yeah, so as Blake, who was it? Was it Blake that said? Blake, it was for 2012. For 2012 mentioned Dino Thunder. As I said, Dino Thunder White Ranger. You can get Hasbro to send you a replacement head. You don't even need to show them proof of purchase. You just need to show them that you physically have the figure. You take a picture with your reference number, send it to Hasbro customer service. They send it you free of charge, no postage or anything, literally free, and it makes a huge difference. And yeah, Power Ranger panel tomorrow. Even though sadly some of that wave that been leaked, yep. So we know we're getting the
There's a couple of quick actors though, and some deluxe figures for next year as well that are rumored to be.
Yeah, I want some villains. Yes, villains. And G.I. Joe, still plenty of G.I. Joe characters.
I'm also hoping for some I know we're going to get a lot of Mighty Morphin tomorrow, and I don't have anything against Mighty Morphin, but I do hope that we see a little bit of love for some of the other seasons.
I'm sure, as I said, they've got a long list of characters to get to. As I said, they've only just given us. They've not even given us one what is it, Turbo yet, and we've only just got one in space as well. So they're showing all this love to the Zordon era, and they've only really give us Mighty Morphin and they teased us with Zeo. We haven't really got much else. But yes, you're right. Deluxe figures. I want more villains. I need villains for these Rangers.
Yeah, man. But I mean, these two, I love these two figures.
I still need to open my Wave 6. I wasn't sure if I was saving it for a video, but I have Wave 6 ready to go. Black Ranger's the last one I need for the squad. But yes, right. So Brandon, I want to get out of here, but I want to say thanks again for joining me. As I said, this live stream, because we went on a bit late and we wanted to jump on and talk about this, it was a little bit sloppy. But I do appreciate everyone sticking with us. We broke a record, the most we've ever had. We've had a consistent,
we hit 160.
Consistent triple numbers, and we hit the highest people we've had, which I knew we would. I knew coming on straight after a live stream, people would be excited to talk about new toys. So my evil genius plan worked, and I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate everyone sticking by. Make sure you go and check out the Infinity Equation podcast. They're going to go live right now on the Infinity Equation podcast channel with Bug Nice to just do exactly what we've just done, break down all the reveals and talk about them. And then in Parallel Universe is on later with Robo to talk about all that. And I'm sure Robo's going to love those Christmas Star Wars figures, so we can put his Robo head on there and Gus can have a Christmas outfit. So yes, I do appreciate everyone sticking by. Thank you very much. You know the score as always. Brandon, where can they find you online?
Always on Instagram, hero.collections. As always, Dan, big pleasure. Always happy to join you on these. And it's great talking to everybody in the chat. I'm really proud of us for hitting triple figures today.
Very welcome, Brandon. Thank you for joining me. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and I'm also on Twitter a little bit these days as well at Dan Who Reviews. Follow me both there, and you'll see all my activities and whatnot. But mostly here on YouTube as well. I come and talk to toys with you guys. But as always, people, my name has been Dan W. That has been Hero.Collections, aka Brandon, and we shall see you on the next one.